This comes on automatically, and this gets power on mixer board.
Christensen Well and Irrigation is your professional in the water well industry with over 40 years of experience and knowledge. Christensen Well is also a TL Irrigation Systems dealer and can service and repair all kinds of pivots. Call Christensen Well and Irrigation today at 402-254-6809.
For over 30 years, Hartington Tree is your one-source tree service and tree health care provider, servicing Northeast Nebraska and beyond. We are committed to tree preservation, offering expert tree pruning services, comprehensive plant health care programs, and are specialists at hazardous tree removal utilizing the latest and best equipment. Contact us today for an estimate.
The Dirt Man, Bob Hymas of Hartington, offers excavating, trenching, dozer, and skid loader work. As a licensed electrician, he can also help with all of your demolition and site prep when cleaning off any site. The Dirt Man of Hartington has rig, will dig. Good luck to all teams.
Grossenberg Implement sells all of the right, new, and used equipment, parts, and can service all of your growing needs in 6 great locations: Hartington, Bloomfield, and Wayne, Nebraska, and Winter, Pierre, and Phillips, South Dakota.
Stop down or call Floral Designs to let your favorite student or athlete know that you're thinking of them on game day with a delivery to school. Your local small-town florist provides the surrounding areas with custom design work, fresh flowers, balloons, candy, gifts, home decor, and more. Floral Designs located on Broadway Avenue in Hartington. Surprise your loved ones with something special today. Call 402-254-3943.
When it comes to all of your tax planning, tax preparation, bookkeeping, and payroll needs, Milbrecht Seiler Bookkeeping and Tax Service has been the place to go. They've been providing high-quality, professional tax and bookkeeping services to the surrounding area for over 30 years. In addition to these services, Milbrecht Seiler also offers an array of financial services. Stop in today at 106 West Main in Hartington to see what Milbrecht Seiler has to offer.
Call Northeast Pipe and Panel, a local company for all your fencing needs. They make 4, 5, 6, and 7 bar by 20-foot continuous fence panels and 10-foot and 12-foot portable corral panels. The pipe and panels are all American made right here in Hartington. Call Rob or Pam Howell at 402-254-9585 or 877-207-1048. Our shop is located in the Hartington Industrial Park.
Give the guys at Hartington Feed and Chick a call for a competitive grain bid or to contract your corn for later delivery or for all of your livestock feeding needs. Hartington Feed and Chick has been the leader in animal nutrition since 1955. Just call 402-254-7449.
See Northeast Ag Consulting for all your agronomic needs. Soil sampling, Elbon forage rye, common rye, soil zone creation, variable rate planting, fertilizer prescriptions, crop insurance, and Pioneer seed. For more information, call 402-254-7483 or visit our website at northeastagconsulting.com. Local ag services for you.
The Hartington Shopper, covering Northeast Nebraska for over 55 years, from Yankton to Laurel and from Osmond to Newcastle. The Hartington Shopper has you covered every week to every household. Good luck to all the area teams.
For the right products and expert advice to get your projects done right, come to Cruzy True Value. In every department, you'll find terrific items that will help make each job go a little more smoothly. If you need tools for those once-in-a-while projects or equipment for a once-in-a-lifetime event, rent it at Cruzy True Value. Start right, start here.
Your 24-hour fitness center, Reps, challenges you to commit to be fit. Stop by and check out the fitness equipment and our complete array of weight machines. Reps is now offering fitness and gymnastic classes. Call 402-254-2474 or 402-920-1026 or visit us at www.repsfitness.com.
Heine Electric services and is a dealer for both Valley Irrigation and Sukup Grain Systems. In addition to the equipment lines, we drill wells, install pumps, perform crane work, and provide trucking and earth-moving services. Located in Hartington and Vermilion, South Dakota, give us a call today at 402-254-2568.
Plumbing and Electric Services of Hartington specializes in field tile and irrigation pipe installation, but can handle any plumbing or electrical job that you might have. We have experience in new home and remodel builds, trenching of water and electrical lines, and all your dirt work and excavating needs. Call Plumbing and Electric Service today at 402-254-6895.
Call Northeast Grinding for custom hay and high moisture corn grinding. We have multiple grapple grinding units and an array of screen sizes with economical rates. Give Patrick a call for all of your grinding needs, 402-640-6160.
Pizza Hut is a proud supporter of the schools. Ask about their weekly specials or dine in at Pizza Hut after the game. Mention this ad for 15% off of your order. Good luck to all area teams.
For over 40 years, Town & Country Insurance has provided quality insurance products at a competitive rate while providing outstanding customer service. No matter what your insurance need, auto, home, farm, crop, commercial, or trucking, you're invited to stop in and see Frank, Carrie, or Ryan at 103 West Center Street in Hartington or give them a call at 402-254-9770.
Take your bank with you wherever you go with mobile banking from Security Bank. Mobile banking offers you the ultimate and on-demand service, allowing access to your account information right from your phone. Pay your bills, pay back a friend, and now even deposit a check, all with the tap of a finger. Now that's my kind of bank. Check us out online at mysecbank.com. Security Bank, member FDIC.
The cold and flu season is just around the corner. Stephen Drug has all your over-the-counter cold and flu remedies in stock, and they also fill your prescriptions in a convenient, friendly fashion. Stop by Stephen Drug, your full-service pharmacy at 214 North Broadway in Hartington.
Subbat Contracting specializes in new residential and commercial construction, kitchen and bathroom remodeling, and additions and upgrades. Subbat Contracting is a bonded, insured, and registered contractor in Nebraska and South Dakota. Call Mitchell at 402-841-7441 to get started today.
Top Crop is where you will find top quality Golden Harvest corn and soybeans. We also carry a wide variety of cover crops, pasture and lawn grasses, small grains, and CRP mixes. Top quality product and service from seed to harvest. Call Glenn Taney at 402-841-5599.
Wentz and Ray Funeral Homes, located in Hartington, Coleridge, Laurel, Crofton, and Yankton, is proud to have served our area for over 116 years. Good luck to all the area teams. For over 30 years, Hartington Tree is your one-source tree service and tree health care provider, servicing Northeast Nebraska and beyond. We are committed to tree preservation, offering expert tree pruning services, comprehensive plant health care programs, and are specialists at hazardous tree removal utilizing the latest and best equipment. Contact us today for an estimate.
The Dirt Man, Bob Hymas of Hartington, offers excavating, trenching, dozer, and skid loader work. As a licensed electrician, he can also help with all of your demolition and site prep when cleaning off any site. The Dirt Man of Hartington has rig, will dig. Good luck to all teams.
Grossenberg Implement sells all of the right new and used equipment, parts, and can service all of your growing needs in 6 great locations: Hartington, Bloomfield, and Wayne, Nebraska, and Winter, Pierre, and Phillips, South Dakota.
Stop down or call Floral Designs to let your favorite student or athlete know that you're thinking of them on game day with a delivery to school. Your local small-town florist provides the surrounding areas with custom design work, fresh flowers, balloons, candy, gifts, home decor, and more. Floral Designs, located on Broadway Avenue in Hartington. Surprise your loved ones with something special today. Call 402-254-3943.
When it comes to all of your tax planning, tax preparation, bookkeeping, and payroll needs, Milber Seiler Bookkeeping and Tax Service has been the place to go. They've been providing high-quality, professional tax and bookkeeping services to the surrounding area for over 30 years. In addition to these services, Milber Seiler also offers an array of financial services. Stop in today at 106 West Main in Hartington to see what Milber Seiler has to offer.
Call Northeast Pipe and Panel, a local company for all your fencing needs. They make 4, 5, 6, and 7 bar by 20-foot continuous fence panels and 10-foot and 12-foot portable corral panels. The pipe and panels are all American made right here in Hartington. Call Rob or Pam Howell at 402-254-9585 or 877-207-1048. Our shop is located in the Hartington Industrial Park.
Give the guys at Hartington Feed and Chick a call for a competitive grain bid, or to contract your corn for later delivery, or for all of your livestock feeding needs. Hartington Feed and Chick has been the leader in animal nutrition since 1955. Just call 402-254-7449.
See Northeast Ag Consulting for all your agronomic needs. Soil sampling, Elbon forage rye, common rye, soil zone creation, variable rate planting, fertilizer prescriptions, crop insurance, and Pioneer seed. For more information, call 402-254-7483 or visit our website at northeastagconsulting.com. Local ag services for you.
And welcome everybody to Russ Hookstein Field for tonight's game between the Randolph Cardinals and the Hartington Newcastle Wildcats. Both teams are 3-0 on the season coming in tonight's contest. And we also have a stick around because we're going to play you. We were able to visit with Hartington Newcastle head coach Corey Aldrich here. And here's his thoughts on tonight's game.
We're visiting with Hartington Newcastle head football coach Corey Aldrich before the start of this week's homecoming game with Randolph. Thanks for joining us.
You bet, Mike. Thanks for having me.
So, Coach, we haven't talked to each other since before the opening game, as the Wildcats have played their last 2 games on the road. Your team's now 3-0 on the season and outscoring opponents by a 150-18 margin. So what's been some of the highlights of the first 3 games, and who are some of the athletes who've contributed?
I'd say probably what stands out over 3 games is the variety of kids we've had score and the number of ways we've done it, and then probably the defense we've played. We've had passing touchdowns, we've had rushing touchdowns, we've had interception returns, we've had punt returns for touchdowns, all scoring in, I guess, all facets of the game. I think our defense has really played well, and a lot of that is because kids have really bought into what we're trying to do. They're very good with their assignments. I mean, we have a number of kids who stood out. Over the course of the season already, we've had 6 guys score touchdowns. Morgan Cook, Ethan Cook, Turner Korth, Shea Morton, Kobe Heitman, and Lincoln McPhillips have all scored touchdowns. Dylan Deniger's kicking the ball for us on PATs. He's made 10 of those this year. So really, I guess the fun part about our start has been we've got a lot of guys contributing, and we're trying to even work more guys into that mix.
So a big game tonight. Randolph comes to Russ Hookstein Field with an identical 3-0 record. Plus, they've got a number 10 ranking in the Class D2 standings. So, Coach, what do you know about Randolph's teams, and what do you expect to see from them this evening?
You know, I've never had the opportunity to coach or play against Randolph, so we've learned a lot about them with our bye week last week and then this week, 2 weeks to get ready for them. From what I can tell, seeing them in person and on film, they're really well coached. They have a really good balance between running and passing. They're very similar to us in physical nature. They don't play anybody overly big. They've got a lot of guys that play hard. They're undersized, but they're good athletes. So we kind of look at this as a matchup of, kind of looking in a mirror, so to speak. I would expect that we're going to be in for 4 quarters of really tough football because Randolph has a very good football team.
And with homecoming and the biggest test of season to date, do you prepare the team any differently?
Probably the only thing that we've changed in preparation is how much emphasis we've put on just focusing on the game and just this one game and not making it bigger than what it is. I mean, homecoming's a fun time. It's exciting for everyone outside of maybe the football team and the coaches. We really have to, Friday night, there's a lot of celebration. We got to really focus in, and it's really like staying on task and just keeping guys focused because this is the biggest game we're going to play in all year, and really every week we treat it that way, but this is the biggest test we've had all year, and I don't think motivating our kids this week is something I have to do because when you play in a game with undefeated teams, they're state ranked. I think it's just something that we'll be ready for the game. It's just a matter of staying focused.
How are the Wildcats holding up from a conditioning and injury standpoint 3 games into the season?
We early in the year, prior to our first game, we lost Cole Stephenson, a sophomore, to an injury, but he's still out. But outside of that, we are as healthy as we could be right now, which is exciting. We hope to stay that way, but so far on the injury front, things have been good for us.
And while I know that coaches never like to look ahead past the next game on the schedule, I've got to ask you, if you're not peeking ahead to next week when you play at Allen, who's coached by your dad, that's got to be a unique experience, and I imagine that you may know each other's tendencies when calling plays?
Yeah, it is. We were talking about this the other day, and I don't know if this has ever happened. I don't know if father and son have coached, but I can tell you that it's definitely a game that's been on my mind. It's not something we've talked about with the kids, but having played for him and he called plays when I played for him as a quarterback, I think both of us have a pretty good idea of what the other like to try to accomplish or want to accomplish. So it's going to be interesting going back home and standing on that visiting sideline and looking across the field from that angle because it's not something I've ever done or thought I maybe would do. So certainly will be a fun game next week, and yeah, it's going to be fun. It'll be difficult from a family standpoint, but it's just a game. So win or lose, I mean, nothing's going to be different for us. So that's a good thing about it.
Well, thanks again for joining us, Coach, and good luck tonight to both you and the Wildcats.
All right, thanks, Mike.
Again, that's Corey Eldrick, head football coach for the Hartington Newcastle Wildcats, with his thoughts on tonight's game. We're visiting with Hartington Newcastle.
Again, that was head coach Corey Eldricks of the Hartington Newcastle Wildcats as they host the Randolph Cardinals tonight. Randolph Cardinals, now they're coached by head coach Mark Collect, assistant coach Jim Hickson, Lane Sievers, Aaron Nielsen, and Tom Schaefer. And of course, the Hartington Newcastle Wildcats, we just heard from Corey Eldrick. Assistant coaches are Bo Benson, Levi Hilker, Cody Stoppert, and Rob Morton. Beautiful night for football up here at Russ Hookstein Field. Got Ken Kneifel up here with us tonight, and flags are now drooping straight down. And this afternoon they were blowing out pretty good, but it turned out to be a perfect night for football.
It really has, and it's football weather. It's got a little nip in the air right now, and like you said, the wind's gone down. And Mike, tonight's really kind of a neat game in that, like you mentioned, both teams are 3-0. In the Omaha World Herald, Randolph comes in ranked as number 10. again, Hartington Newcastle not yet rated in the World Herald, but in the Lincoln paper, Randolph is rated 8th, Hartington Newcastle's 9th, and then in Huskerland Prep, Hartington Newcastle's ranked 8th and Randolph's 10th. So we have a game of teams that are ranked right at about the same place with each other. And Mike, it's also a game that there's a lot of similarities in the two teams. Randolph features kind of a dual threat quarterback in Carter Schnorr. He's rushed for 130 yards on the season. He's thrown for 181 yards, but nearly half of his completions have gone for touchdowns. Hartington Newcastle counters with Shea Morton, whose passing stats are really pretty impressive for really any level. Shea comes in completing 65% of his passes. He's thrown 6 touchdowns, 1 interception, and even though his rushing stats aren't off the charts yet, he's very capable as a runner as well.
He is, as we heard head coach Corey Eldrick mention. I think they've had 8 different players score this year in 3 games, so they're really spreading it around.
Yeah, and I think, we talked about earlier when we broadcast first game of the year that Hartington Newcastle has a number of weapons. In the backfield, they'll go with Turner Korth, who will catch the ball out of the backfield. He's their second leading receiver. Ethan Cook running the ball. Kobe Heitman is a young man coming in that's averaging about 7 yards a carry. Ethan Cook's averaging about 9 yards a carry, and as a team they're averaging just over 6 yards a carry. Then we haven't even talked yet about Lincoln McPhillips, a receiver who's one of the better receivers in Class D2. He's their leading receiver. Lincoln's got it here. He's caught 9 passes for 147 yards. Lincoln also returns kicks. I was looking at their punt returns. Lincoln McPhillips comes in averaging 23 yards per punt return. Kobe Heitman averages 25 yards per punt return. An 8-man field of 80 yards.
That's pretty good.
That's a pretty good chunk.
Yeah, Hartington Newcastle in their first game of the year, they defeated Chambers Wheeler Central Ewing by a score of 46-12. Then they hit the road for the last 2 games. They played Niobrara Verdigris at Verdigris and won by a score of 57-6. Then last week shut out Winside in a shortened game by a score of 47-0. Of course, tonight they've got Randolph. And as you heard in our pregame interview, next week they're at Allen. The following week, they're going to be on the road in kind of a rivalry game. They'll be playing at Wynot. And then their last 2 games of the year are on Friday, the 12th of October, where they host Wausau. And then the following week on Thursday, be a big matchup in the district as they will host Bloomfield. Bloomfield, another one of those 3 teams in the district that are 3-0 coming into tonight. Randolph, on the other hand, their first game of the year, they played at Laurel Concord Coleridge, which was their closest game, and they won that by a score of 40-16. Then they've hosted Plainview and Pender, defeated the Pirates from Plainview 40-8, and defeated Pender by a score of 68-8. So by 60 points. Next week they are at Wynot, so that'll be an interesting matchup. Then they close out the season hosting Bloomfield, Allen, and then they play on the road at the Wausau Vikings. And Hartington Newcastle outscoring their opponents by 150-18 on the year, while Randolph has outscored their opponents 148-32 on the year. So it just goes to your point, Ken. These are 2 very evenly matched teams.
Right, and one of the things Coach Ulrich was talking about this week was now that we're into district play, you really do, it's the old sports cliche that you have to take it 1 game at a time. But as he mentions, really, every team that remains, Allen, Wynot, Wausau, Bloomfield, including Randolph tonight, are all capable of winning this district. So it's really getting to be a fun time of year now when you've got to be ready to go each and every week. And like I said, to this point, the Wildcats haven't been challenged to a great extent. The first ball game was close for a little while, and then they broke it open. But it should be a fun game, Mike.
Really should. And just about ready for our presentation of the colors and our sportsmanship announcement.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Hartington Community Complex for tonight's football game between the Randolph Cardinals and your Hartington Newcastle Wildcats. At this time, we'd like to introduce the teams
thanks everybody for joining us. This is Mike Becker with Ken Kaleifel along with Bill McGregor and Corey Pearson up here in the Hartington Newcastle press box for tonight's game at Russ Hookstein Field. Perfect night. We've got the Randolph Cardinals 3-0 on the year coming in, playing the Hartington Newcastle Wildcats, also 3-0 on the year. We talked about it pregame. It will be a great game tonight.
You know, and there's a lot of things going on with the Wildcats today, Mike, as you're well aware that it's homecoming at Hartington Newcastle. And with all the things going on there with float decorating, coronation, the parade, and all that, it's got a little buzz in the air tonight.
And also, we want to mention at halftime, Hartington Newcastle will be presented with the NSAA Cup. And we're going to be talking quite a bit more about that as we go through our first half.
Right, and after that, then we're going to have an interview with Lee Hazelhorst, who's our the girls volleyball coach at Hartington Newcastle, and those young ladies are off to a great start.
Lots of things lined up here for halftime. Kicking off is going to be number 88, Keaton Backhouse. Cardinals will be going north to south, left to right, and the Wildcats are back there to field the ball. Back there, I believe, is number 8, Kobe Heitman, and it does go over his head into the end zone. Touchback will be Wildcats ball.
And Mike, we talked earlier about how similar the teams are in record and in point differential. They're also similar in that both teams will come out and basically play a 3-2 defense. Randolph offensively will probably run a little bit more I formation, but they'll both like to spread it out. And like I said, neither team is got big size, so it should be a lot of fun.
Lots of speed on the field tonight. So 1st and 10 from the 15 for the Wildcats. Shotgun formation. Looks like a broken play, and Shea Morton's going to be brought down from behind. Did fumble the ball, but they say he was down. Will be 2nd down.
A little bit of a new wrinkle. Randolph came out and only 2 down defensive linemen. So, and that's an adjustment that it'll be interesting to see how the Wildcats adjust. Randolph's going to try and combat the Wildcat speed and the spread offense.
So they're going to stay up on their feet a little bit more with more linebackers. So we'll be 2nd and 9 for the Wildcats. Shotgun formation, handoff up the middle. Breaks the tackle, still plunging ahead. Gain of about 6 on the play, still going. And that was Ethan Cook, number 9, a 185-pound senior.
Right, and that was about all Ethan Cook. He got hit early and was just able to keep his feet moving and gain 8. And again, Randolph's got the 2 down linemen, walking a 3rd lineman up in a stand-up position.
So 1 receiver out to the left, 3rd down and 1 with Morton in the shotgun formation. Handoff up the middle again. 1st down for Cook. He's up over past the 30-yard line. And the chains will be moved.
And again, his initial hole wasn't there, and he's able to bounce that outside and pick up the 1st down. So 2 good runs by Ethan Cook to start the ball game.
So ball now at about the, we'll call it the 32-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats.
Another player to keep an eye on for Randolph is number 8, Noah Scott. He's actually playing the far side defensive end right now. He's their primary ball carrier as an I-back. Very good athlete. So Randolph is looking a little bit more traditional now in their 3-2. Some people will call it a 3-4 based on where those corners are.
Same formation out again. Shotgun formation. 1 receiver out. Handoff up the middle again to Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage and driven back by number 45. That is Caden Villock, and also number 48, Alex Schmidt.
No gain on the play. 2nd down and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So we'll call it 2nd and 10 for the Wildcats. Again, receiver out to the left side, that's Kobe Heitman, sophomore. And back to pass is Morton. Gets it out to number 3. Nice one-handed catch. That was Lincoln Phillips. Short gain on the play, but just to see that catch again, right. One hand and pulls it in.
Lincoln, like I said, he's a very, very talented receiver. And that time they had Lincoln McPhillips at the tight end. They had Kobe Heitman at the flanker. Marker on that side, and those two young men will really stress the defense with their speed and athleticism.
So nice play on defense there by the Cardinals, so it wasn't a bigger gain. So it is 3rd down and 7 from just inside midfield for the Wildcats. And bouncing off to the outside is Cook. Tries to get to the first down marker. Let's see where they mark him out of bounds. I believe he's going to be shortened by about 2 yards right at midfield.
And again, that's the second or third run by Cook where his initial hole wasn't there and he was able to bounce it to the outside.
So 4th and 2, we'll see what Coach Corey Eldrick decides to do here. Early in the game, first possession, looks like the Wildcats are going to go for it. He gives a play to quarterback Shea Morton. Again, right at midfield, they've got to get to the 48 of Randolph, 3 down linemen. And now timeout is going to be called. And with that, we'll take a break as well. We'll be right back with you with 9:57 remaining in our
nationally recognized and state-accredited school that offers a variety of classes and distance learning courses and extracurricular activities, including fine arts, FFA, and other activities to promote leadership. This public service announcement is courtesy of Hartelco.
Anderson & Anderson Insurance is eager to serve Hartington and the Northeast Nebraska area. With offices in Hartington, Laurel, and Allen, they are an independent, trusted choice insurance agency. If you're in the market for auto, home, business, farm, or crop insurance, give us a call at 1-888-POLICY-9. Anderson & Anderson Insurance, where your protection is our policy.
Hartelco is your gig-capable technology leader in Northeast Nebraska. Whether it's phone, IPTV, 100 meg per second internet service, computer sales and repair, or home and business networking, Hartelco has the experts to help you with your technology needs. Just stop by our office at 103 West Center Street in Hartington or call us at 402-254-3901.
So 4th down play and met in the backfield is Cook, and he's brought down for a loss, and will be turnover on downs. Big number 80, Avery Bermel got in there, 6'1", 170-pound senior. It looked like he came off the right side unblocked.
Nobody touched him at all, and he's a player that I know Coach Ulrich was talking about. They've got to get blocked.
So 1st and 10 for the Cardinals on the Wildcat 47-yard line, and pitch to the running back coming off the right-hand side. That is number 8, Noah Scott, 5'9", 185-pound senior for the Cardinals. Nice gain on the play. Gain of about 3 on the play. We'll call it 2nd and 7.
Carter Snore, quarterback, like I mentioned, he's run for 130 yards, thrown for 180 yards. Nice looking athlete. Really understands what Coach Leach wants to do with Randolph's offense.
And quarterback keeper coming around the left-hand side and brought down from behind. I believe they're going to call a horse collar on that one. I think Turner Korth might have been on the tackle there. I didn't think he actually had the collar. I thought he had the back of his jersey, but...
Yeah, I think they're going to call that on Morgan Cook, actually.
Okay.
But, the ref was right there, and up front for the Wildcats right now, they've got Jake Pites, a freshman, but he's a freshman really that does not look like a freshman. He's 175 pounds. He's about 6'3".
So costly penalty on the Wildcats. Cardinals all the way down to the 20-yard line. Going off the left-hand side, that is Scott again.
Right, that time Randolph went double tight end from the I formation and a little bit more old school, and that's kind of what they want to do. They want to line up and pound at you, but they will go spread from time to time.
Scott that time, it looked just like Ethan Cook.
Yeah.
Or tried to go up the middle, nothing there, and he bounced to the outside. So I formation for Randolph. Snorer hands it off to the tailback, and he's met in the backfield, brought down by number 20. That's Morgan Cook on the tackle for the loss.
Yeah, Morgan Cook is a 155-pound junior that really came on at the end of last year. Had a great game against East Butler in the playoffs, and he's one of those kids that kind of has a nose for the football. And he's 155 pounds, but he's a tough 155-pounder.
So it's going to be third and a long 9 from the 20-yard line. Back in motion, shotgun formation. Schnorr takes off along the left-hand side, tries to stretch it out, and he is met hard there by number 2, Shane Borton, and also number 17, I believe, Turner Korth.
Yeah.
Number 17, Turner Korth.
So we'll be 4th down at the 20-yard line. You can rest assured they're going to go for it. No use trying to punt or it'd be a long field goal.
Now, I don't want to jinx the Wildcats right now. That's probably one of the biggest improvements they've made is on the defensive side of the ball, especially in the last year or two. They really run to the ball well.
Okay, we've got 2 receivers out to the right, shotgun formation with Scott next to Schnorr, the quarterback, and back to pass. The Schnorr is going deep into the end zone for number 88, and no call, and receiver can't get there. Ball drops harmlessly into the end zone, and it will be 1st and 10 for Wildcats on their own 20-yard line.
It looked for a moment there like the ref was trying to pull at his flag a little bit and wasn't able to get out, but I think it was a good no call. They're both
there's some hand checking on both sides.
Yeah.
Hey, we want to do a shout out tonight to, I know there's probably at least 2 Mortons listening in. One here from Hartington. We want to say a shout out to Sherry, and probably one down in Tennessee as well, Tyler. Thanks for joining us tonight. We have a lot of listeners and viewers from all over the country each week, so thanks everybody for joining us. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats from their own 20-yard line. And they hand it off to the man in motion. Nice cutback. That is Kobe Heitman. Nice gain on the play.
Kobe Heitman comes in with averaging about 7 yards a carry, so he's right about at his average on that carry.
So it'll be 2nd down and 3 from the 27-yard line. That was a nice play. It's nearly a fumble on the handoff, but Heitman was able to keep control of it. One receiver out to the right, and Heitman comes in motion again, but handoff up the middle, this time to Cook. Brings it up past the 30. It will be a Wildcat 1st down.
You can see that looks like the Wildcats really want to get that established in the middle. And if they can get the Cardinal defense, focused inside a little bit, then they'll be able to spring Heitman to the outside. And the other thing is, it's going to be interesting if Randolph gets caught looking in the backfield on him, we'll Lincoln McPhillips over the top.
So this time they've got Heitman off to the right. He goes in motion again. And again, it's Cook up the middle. He breaks a tackle up past midfield down to the 30, down all the way to the 20-yard line. They're going to mark him out at the 21. Nice run off the right side.
Ethan Cook there. What's kind of fun to watch with Ethan Cook, he might be the ball carrier, but he's going to be the one giving out the punishment.
And he did there. Keaton Backhouse was coming over to tackle him, and I think Cook gave him a little bit more, and he could handle, God, another 5, 6, 7 yards on that play.
And I think all that's helped by that play where they went wide with Kobe Heitman.
We're going to call it at the 22-yard line. So 1st and 10 for Wildcats. And in motion again is Heitman. Gets it off to the left-hand side. Nice gain on the play. And the Wildcats have been in that same formation every play so far. They've one set back next to the quarterback in shotgun, and then they bring a guy across the middle in motion, and usually that's Heitman with Cook in the backfield along with Shea Morton, the quarterback.
Right, we haven't even seen Turner Korth involved yet.
Same formation again. 2nd and 3. And flag on the play, I believe illegal procedure, 5-yard penalty.
Again, Mike, we just you've touched on it a couple times, we want to talk a little bit about halftime again. There'll be some recognition of the royalty at homecoming this year, as well as the NSAA Cup presented to the Wildcats based on last year's activity performance, as well as an interview with Coach Lee Hazelhorst.
Second and 7, handoff up the middle, and after a short gain, Cook is brought down. I think that was Cook. Excuse me, it looks like Tegan Scoggin, number 7. I think it was number 6 instead of 8. Could be mistaken there.
Again, if I really it's 4-down territory. You've got 7 yards to go. Really, you've got the whole playbook that you can work with right now. But again, I would look for Morton to go to the air here.
Now they're in a little bit different formation. Backs on either side of them, and Morton's going to pass, going down deep, looking for number 3. Oh, let's say he is out of the end zone. Looked like he came down with it, though. That was Lincoln McPhillips.
Yeah, he did come. Now, I thought Shea Morton there, you're right, it did look like he may have had a foot in. Hard to tell from this angle if that heel was on the end line or if it was in. But Shea Morton did something there that I thought was really impressive. Is his primary receiver wasn't there, and he had the composure and the understanding to come back and look at Lincoln.
Yeah, he actually stepped up in the pocket a little bit, so that says something for the linemen as well.
A lot of times kids will get locked in on their first receiver, and that's all they're going to do.
So it's 4th down now and 6 for the Wildcats. Again, Morton's going to put it up, scrambles around the right-hand side, throws in the end zone, and out of bounds. It's going to be caught, but no good. That was Turner Korth on the reception. But so the Wildcats now turn the ball over on downs just like the Cardinals did their last possession. So both teams able to get down to about the 20-yard line, but not able to take advantage of it in the red zone.
Right. And so far, this is kind of what you, like I said, the three sources that rate the teams have Newcastle, Hartington, Newcastle, and Randolph real even. So far, that's been the case.
High formation, handoff up the middle, trap play goes to number 40. Nice, that's Alex Schmidt, 5'9", 165 senior. Makes a nice gain on the play. And call it 2nd and 5.
Mike, he's one to keep an eye on too, because they'll a lot of times they'll use him as a lead blocker. Like you said, they just gave him the ball, but they like to throw it to him also. Watch him, out of the backfield.
So again, a real tight formation. High formation, 2 backs behind the quarterback. Pitch it off to the right-hand side, and making a nice play there. That is Noah Scott. Going to be short of the first down, not by much. We're going to call it 3rd and 1 with 4:26 remaining in our first quarter.
Up front for the Wildcats, as far as linemen go, are Jake Pites, a freshman. Nose guard is Austin Burcham, a senior, and Ethan Cook at defensive end.
Formation handoff up the middle. It's going to be close.
Yeah, I think they're going to give it to him.
And it is a first down.
CL Electric of Coleridge carries a full line of Rinke pivot parts on hand and is ready to tune up your pivot wheel gearboxes, tower boxes, timers, contactors, and gun stars and switches. CL Electric is an electrical contractor licensed in both Nebraska and South Dakota.
And we're back here on first down. And a nice pitch off the left-hand side, and I believe that's Schnorr. He could go the distance, and he is brought down. Excuse me, that's Scott. On a pitch on the left-hand side, he gets down inside the 5-yard line.
Yeah, very nice run by Scott. Very, very nicely executed by Schnorr going to his left, who I believe is left-handed, so that's a little bit more of a natural pitch, but a very well-executed option play by the Cardinals.
The only person that could have got him was Lincoln McPhillips, and he did inside the 5. So 1st and goal, big play there for the Cardinals. High formation. Quarterback pitches it off to Scott, and he's in there. I believe he's in there. Yes, he is for the score.
Mike, also, in a game like this, these conversions are just so important. Randolph's gonna go for two. Generally speaking, the Wildcats will kick it, but depending on circumstances, they may be going for two tonight.
Yeah, if the Cardinals aren't successful, you have to wonder if the Wildcats get an opportunity, or they'll go for two as well. So extra point attempt, back to pass, is Schnorr, puts it up, and it's over the head, out of the end zone. So 6-0 is our score here with 3:30 remaining in our first quarter as Randolph jumps on top.
Stop in at Broadway Lanes after the game in downtown Hartington. Bring the whole family in and enjoy a game of bowling and some great food. Good luck to all the area teams from Broadway Lanes.
Central Valley Ag keeps you on the cutting edge of crop production technology. CVA's Professional Ag Services Manager, Glenn Franzlubers, makes sure you know all your options.
Finding out what programs are going to be profitable and to work for our customers.
Regional specialists like Alex Hayden help you analyze your data and use it for more profit.
But it's my job to help them bring it to life.
Technology can help you move to the next level of crop production. Find out how at cvacoop.com. You and Central Valley Ag, growing agriculture together.
Cedar Security Bank is your hometown-friendly bank with locations in Fordyce, Wynot, and Hartington. We strive to meet all of your financial needs. After all, security is our middle name. And for all your insurance needs, contact Bonnie at Cedar Security Insurance for a free quote. Good luck to all local teams.
And with the kick is Randolph, and it's going deep into the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 Wildcats at their own 15.
And that being able to kick the ball into the end zone is just such a weapon in high school football because you can't return it. Wildcats will take over on their 15. It's essential you move the ball. Otherwise, you punt it away. They're going to take over about the 40-yard line.
And you wonder if this is a close game, if that kicker can also kick field goals.
Yeah, you do.
From that distance.
You do.
So first and 10 now for Wildcats. In motion is Heitman. Takes a handoff, cuts up the middle, still on his feet, fights out to about the 29-yard line. Will be a gain of 9 on the play.
Well, again, just a great cutback by Mr. Heitman there. Plants that outside foot and hits it up in there. You know, like they missed that extra point, Mike, and like we talked about, conversions could be key tonight. Hartington, Newcastle generally kick them. We'll see, though. A long way to go.
2nd and 1. And off to Cook, off the right-hand side. He is met near the line of scrimmage. I believe he's going to make it past the 30-yard line, so it will be first down for the Wildcats as they move the chains.
You know, Mike, you made the point early, and so far it's been right. It's been predominantly, you know, they're trying to hit the middle with Cook, and they've tried to go with Heitman to the outside a few times. At some point, they're going to fake both, and they're going to take a shot with McPhillips.
That's right. Or quarterback keeper as well.
Yeah. Like I said, Shea Morton, even though he doesn't have a lot of rushing yardage, he's very, very capable.
Look at Morton from the shotgun. And Heitman's in motion. He gets a handoff again. Short gain on the play this time. Call it a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
You know, so far this game has been a lot. Both teams are very well coached. They both know what they want to do.
We haven't seen very many penalties. You know, we had that one horse collar, but other than that, it's been a pretty clean game with 2 minutes to go in our first quarter. Of course, the less penalties, better your team's going to be, obviously, if you don't make mistakes and shoot yourself in the foot. So 2nd and 7 for the Wildcats.
And there it is.
Back to pass is Morton, and he's going to be brought down for a loss as he was rushed and tackled for a loss by number 80. That was Avery Bermel.
And they actually, there is where they did. They faked to Cook. Heitman came. They did have McPhillips running fairly open early, but the pass rush, you know, Shea Cook didn't have time to look downfield and get him because Lincoln was there.
So we'll call it 3rd and 14 now. From about the 23-yard line.
So far,
get just past the 35.
For Randolph, I've been very impressed with number 80, this Avery Bermel's caused all kinds of problems so far.
Good. Morton to pass. And, looked like the ball was caught, but then fumbled, and they're going to call it incomplete pass. Heitman had it in his hands, not able to hold on.
Yeah, I'm with you. I thought initially he caught it and then lost it, the fumble, but they didn't call that he had it.
It was
through the play.
Would have been recovered by a Wildcat, and that's why by Lincoln McPhillips. Punt now on the way, and it's fielded on about the 26-yard line by number 5, and he slips and falls down after a short return. That's Carter Schnorr, the quarterback.
Number 5, Carter Schnorr, and the stop of the Wildcats, number 20, Morgan Cook.
We've got 54 seconds remaining in our first quarter. 6-0, Randolph Cardinals with the lead over the Hartington Newcastle Wildcats.
One of the things you can bet the coaching staff for the Wildcats has talked about is who's got the pitch man on the option. That's hurt him a couple times tonight.
High formation again, quarterback underneath center, trap up the middle, and knocked down, not able to tackle him, and finally the safety gets him, Shea Morton, but Alex Schmidt rips off a big gain on the play, a gain of about 12. They're all the way down to the Wildcat 35-yard line.
At the 34-yard line.
It's going to high formation, quarterback underneath center. Again, up the middle, and nothing doing that time. Turner course was right there.
Second out and 8 at the 32-yard line.
We'll call it a gain of 3 on the play. We'll call it 2nd and 7 for the Cardinals. And off to the left-hand side is Scott, and he is met, and he bowls over Morton and is able to get a first down.
And Noah Scott, number 8, runs a lot like Ethan Cook, where he's going to deliver the punishment as well.
He's got some power. So, like you said, both teams, they are matching up very well. The end of one, it is 6-0 Randolph over Hartington Newcastle Wildcats. When you need to borrow money, you need to see a friend at the Bank of Hartington. Our loan officers are local people. They listen to your needs and then tailor a loan to fit those needs with competitive rates and flexible terms. We've been your hometown bank since 1934. Where other banks have their branches, we have our roots. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Family First Dental, your family comes first. They are your source for complete dental care in Northeast Nebraska. Dr. Jay Bernecker and his team at the Hartington office is pleased to announce they offer digital impressions, which means no more goop, no gags, and no worries. They also offer Invisalign, a clear removable alternative to metal braces. If you're wondering if Invisalign is right for you, call them for a free assessment. At Family First Dental, you can get the smile you've always wanted. Give them a call today to schedule your next appointment. 402-254-3969.
And again, it's the start of second quarter here from Russ Hookstein Field, and we've got a tight ball game here, folks. 6-0 Randolph Cardinals over the Hartington Newcastle Wildcats, and the Cardinals are driving. 1st and 10 on the Wildcat 23-yard line. Pitch to the left-hand side, and short gain on the play. That is Scott. So right now, if you're a Wildcat fan, they've got to come up some big plays on defense.
Yeah, they do. This is kind of what Randolph wants to do in their double tight end, I formation.
2nd and 9. Back to pass, and wide open is number 40 in the end zone, Alex Schmidt, for the touchdown from 22 yards out.
And that's what we were talking about earlier, Mike. At fullback, he does a nice job lead blocking. We've seen him carry the ball a couple times, but they like to sneak him out of the backfield, and he was running wide open down the middle of the field, and they'll make it look a lot like an isolation play where he's going to lead block, but instead of blocking, he continues on down the field.
And the two-point attempt is no good. And so, with 11:48 remaining in our first half, it is 12-0 Randolph Cardinals over Hartington Newcastle Wildcats.
Falkers Brothers Garage Incorporated is a full-service preventive maintenance and auto repair center located in Hartington. Our experts have the knowledge to service and repair even the most challenging auto problems on all makes and models of domestic and import vehicles. Stop in or give us a call at 402-254-6406 to let us know how we can help you.
Stop in at Faye's Furniture and Floor Covering for the best deals at any time of year for all your furniture needs, plus decorating, carpet, tile, and wood laminates. Stop by today for your free estimate at Faye's Furniture and Floor Covering on North Broadway in downtown Hartington, or call 402-254-6347.
Call Don Miller Land Company today for any of your real estate needs. We specialize in the selling of land, business, residential, and rental homes. Call Don Miller Land at 402-254-6897. We don't just list, we sell.
Contact Dave at Fellmeyer Electric for all your plumbing and electrical needs. 402-254-2434.
The Hartington Economic Development Corporation has lots for sale in the Hartington Industrial Park, both undeveloped lots and developed lots with infrastructure including water, sewer, electrical, and 100 meg per second fiber optic internet is available. Call 402-254-6357 for more information. Plus, watch for information regarding the upcoming 45th anniversary celebration of the Economic Development Corporation on Friday, November 16th in conjunction with Candlelight Christmas. This message is courtesy of Hartelco.
Kaiser Ag and Irrigation is your local Zematic dealer. Call us today for all your pivot servicing, parts, and purchasing at 402-254-9557.
And we're back here after that score, and actually we're going to run a few more ads because the ambulance had to go on a call, so they're waiting for another ambulance to come up here. So there is a pause in the game here from Russ Hookstein Field. Again, it is 12-0 Randolph Cardinals over the Hartington Newcastle Wildcats as they wait for another ambulance to arrive before they can resume play. So we'll be back with you in just a few moments.
Christensen Well and Irrigation is your professional in the water well industry with over 40 years of experience and knowledge. Christensen Well is also a TL irrigation systems dealer and can service and repair all kinds of pivots. Call Christensen Well and Irrigation today at 402-254-6809.
For over 30 years, Hartington Tree is your one-source tree service and tree health care provider, servicing Northeast Nebraska and beyond. We are committed to tree preservation, offering expert tree pruning services, comprehensive plant health care programs, and are specialists at hazardous tree removal utilizing the latest and best equipment. Contact us today for an estimate.
The Dirt Man, Bob Hymas of Hartington, offers excavating, trenching, dozer, and skid loader work. As a licensed electrician, he can also help with all of your demolition and site prep when cleaning off any site. The Dirt Man of Hartington has rig, will dig. Good luck to all teams.
Grossenberg Implement sells all of the right, new, and used equipment, parts, and can service all of your growing needs in 6 great locations: Hartington, Bloomfield, and Wayne, Nebraska, and Winter, Pierre, and Phillips, South Dakota.
Stop down or call Floral Designs to let your favorite student or athlete know that you're thinking of them on game day with a delivery to school. Your local small-town florist provides the surrounding areas with custom design work, fresh flowers, balloons, candy, gifts, home decor, and more. Floral Designs located on Broadway Avenue in Hartington. Surprise your loved ones with something special today. Call 402-254-3943.
When it comes to all of your tax planning, tax preparation, bookkeeping, and payroll needs, Milbrecht Seiler Bookkeeping and Tax Service has been the place to go. They've been providing high-quality professional tax and bookkeeping services to the surrounding area for over 30 years. In addition to these services, Millbrass Seiler also offers an array of financial services. Stop in today at 106 West Main in Hartington to see what Millbrass Seiler has to offer.
So again, we're in a slight delay here as an ambulance was called away, and there's been some discussion with the officials whether they can resume or not, because there is a doctor in the stands. I believe they are going to start playing now again as Randolph seems to be taking the field for kickoff. Again, 11:48 remaining in our first half. Just first play of the second quarter, Randolph was able to score on a long pass play. And it is 12-0, so now we're about ready to resume play action here again.
Thank you, Dr. Lisa. Kicking off with Cardinals, number 88, back is back.
A little credit on that, because the ambulance started their sirens and when they were back to pass there, and they were able to keep their concentration, their composure.
Ball is picked up inside the 5, 10, and brought down about the 12-yard line. It's going to be Kobe Heitman.
There's an awful lot of football to go, Mike, but this is an important possession. The Wildcats need to put points on the board.
So let's see what they can do here from their own 13-yard line. Plenty of time left. Again, we're just the start of the second quarter after about a 10-minute delay. Morton, shotgun formation, hands off up the middle, and breaking it out to the outside, past the 25, up to the 30, and now a flag is on the play. That is Ethan Cook. And we're going to see a face mask, or?
I'm not sure. That's what I would lean towards.
Two flags are down, so both two linemen saw it. Holding is going to be the call on the Wildcats, so this play is going to be brought back.
That play again where Ethan Cook takes up the middle, but that time was to the left side. They've been running that play to the right. That time they went left, Ethan Cook has got good speed. You saw a couple Randolph players kind of take a poor angle on that run initially, and he was able to beat him to the outside.
So it's from the end of the play, so it's going to be first down and about 6 for the Wildcats. Shotgun formation, and off up the middle to Cook, and he's going to be brought down in the backfield by number 8. And let's see, the other number on the tackle is number 45 for the Cardinals, Caden Villawak, along with Noah Scott.
It looks like the Wildcats now on that play, that dive play to Ethan. Early they weren't blocking the ends, and a couple times the ends came down, crashed hard. Now you're seeing where the Wildcats are now blocking the ends on that.
So a loss of 1, we're going to call it 2nd and 8 for the Wildcats. Back to pass as Morton looks over the middle, and he's going to be brought down. The ball is fumbled and recovered by Hartington Newcastle. Nearly disaster there. He's waiting for Lincoln McPhillips to come open, and he was double covered.
Really was. They were very fortunate to get that back. That would have been a wild or Cardinal ball about the 5-yard line. So they're very fortunate to get that back. So far, Mr. Morton has not had a lot of time to throw back there.
No, he hasn't. So now it will be 3rd down and 17 as Wildcats keep going backwards. They're on about their own 5. Shotgun formation, receivers out left and right. They're going on a fly pattern, and McPhillips is out there. Ball is tipped by the safety and nearly caught by McPhillips. Back there on the defense was Carter Schnorr, the quarterback, normally.
One of the things to kind of put in our memory is Kobe Heitman on the wheel route coming out of the backfield was wide open going zone down the left side. I'm sure the Wildcat coaches have seen that and will come back to that later. Like you said, Lincoln had a corner on him, safety over the top.
Now punt from the end zone. A wobbly kick and goes out of bounds at about the 23-yard line. We're going to mark it. That's where they're going to mark it. So the Wildcats' own 23-yard line, Randolph Cardinals will have good field position.
Call Northeast Pipe and Panel, a local company for all your fencing needs. They make 4, 5, 6, and 7 bar by 20-foot continuous fence panels and 10-foot and 12-foot portable corral panels.
And we'll hear more from Northeast Pipe and Panel after this play. Quarterback keeper coming around the left side, and he is hauled down. Nice defensive play there by Kobe Heitman in the backfield.
The pipe and panels are all American made right here in Hartington. Call Rob or Pam Howell at 402-254-9585 or 877-207-1048. Our shop is located in the Hartington Industrial Park.
So loss on the play there for the Cardinals. And now back to pass to Schnorr. He is looking up in the middle and nearly caught through the hands. That was intended for Keaton Backus, the 6'3" junior receiver.
Randolph had two receivers somewhat in the same area there and looked like a catchable ball, but there's a lot of traffic down there.
So
Schnorr throws a nice ball.
So we'll bring up 3rd and long, 3rd and 16 from the Wildcat, and we'll call it 27-yard line. They've got to get nearly to the 11. Two receivers out right, one left, man in motion now. And pitch off to the right-hand side and brought down in the backfield. Nice penetration by Kobe Heitman, and he was able to bring down Scott.
And that very well defensed on the option there. They had Ethan Cook on the quarterback, Kobe Heitman on the pitch man, and what a key defensive series. Because again, Randolph had great field position to start that.
They had all the motion coming to the near side, and they took the pitch to the other side, and Heitman was there. Nothing doing, so it's going to be 4th and about 23. Punter's on his own 35, and he shanks it. The ball probably went 10 yards from the line of scrimmage, if that. Probably 5 yards. They're going to mark it at the Wildcat 30-yard line.
Again, big turn of events. Randolph, great field position, chance to go up 3 scores, and then they go backwards 13 yards, shank the punt, and Wildcats are in business. One thing, Mike, I do want to talk about a little bit is coming back to that pass play before when they threw incomplete to McPhillips. Again, the running back coming on the wheel route down the left sideline was wide open just to see if they come back to that.
Yeah, see if the Wildcats are able to take advantage. Beautiful night up here at Russ Hookstein Field, nearly full moon. Shotgun formation, receivers out left and right. And with a keeper this time, it's number 17. And that was a new look. They put Turner Korth in at quarterback.
Yeah, they'll do that at times. That's definitely Turner's strength is running the ball, and that's the first time he's touched the ball offensively tonight, I believe. And Turner's only thrown 4 passes when he's been at quarterback. He has completed 3 of them, so he's.
It's going to be second at about a foot. The yard marker is right on midfield stripe at the 40. And the ball's just a foot shy of it. So let's see if they throw something deep here on this play. Nope, they're going to hand it off, and they do get a first down. You kind of wonder on second and very short if they were maybe going to pull a trick out of that.
You'll see a lot of times coaches try to do that when they have 3rd down coming up and still short.
But it is first down for the Wildcats. Now they're on the Cardinals side of the field with 7:40. Clock is ticking here in our second quarter.
When Turner goes back to quarterback, you see Shea Morton moves out to receiver.
And that's where they're at right now. And Korth just following his blockers up the middle. Nice run. Gain of about 14 on the play.
And just like that, it looks like they found something now, a little spark there. Because Turner, without a doubt, that's his strength is as a runner.
Kind of like like Adrian Martinez, huh?
Yeah.
Tell him we compared him to Adrian Martinez next week in school. He'll get a kick out of that. 1st and 10 now for the Wildcats. And handoff up the middle. Nice run is Cook, and he's breaking it. He's going into the end zone. Nice run there by Ethan Cook from 25 yards out, and the Wildcats are on the board.
And again, a lot of that run was set up by the fact that Turner Korth, the quarterback, had a lot of success on his 2 runs. All of a sudden, their eyes turn to Korth, and Cook takes it up the middle. Made a nice run, made a nice move to shake the last tackle and get in the end zone.
And it looks like Wildcats will attempt the extra point kick. Morton the holder. Down, it's up, it is good. Heitman kicks it through, so. And our score here after the timeout is 12-7, Randolph over the Wildcats.
Give the guys at Hartington Feed and Chick a call for a competitive grain bid, or to contract your corn for later delivery, or for all of your livestock feeding needs. Hartington Feed and Chick has been the leader in animal nutrition since 1955. Just call 402-254-7449.
See Northeast Ag Consulting for all your agronomic needs. Soil sampling, Elbon forage rye, common rye, soil zone creation, variable rate planting, fertilizer prescriptions, crop insurance, and Pioneer seed. For more information, call 402-254-7483 or visit our website at northeastagconsulting.com. Local
The Hartington Shopper, covering Northeast Nebraska for over 55 years, from Yankton to Laurel and from Osmond to Newcastle. The Hartington Shopper has you covered every week to every household. Good luck to all the area teams.
Kicking off the Wildcats, number 34, Dylan Denninger.
And kicking off is Dylan Denninger for the Wildcats. After the score is 12-7 now. Wildcats on the board. And kick goes out at about the 23-yard line, so flag on the play. Randolph will take over unless they're going to have them re-kick, and they are walking back. Not sure what coach is going to decide. Looks like he's going to have them re-kick.
Well, you know, we mentioned it just before, Mike. Again, what a big turn of events with Randolph taking over at the Wildcat, like 20-yard line, up 2 scores, and they couldn't go anywhere. They shanked the punt. Hartington scores, and all of a sudden it's 12-7 instead of a 3-score game.
Total turn of events right there.
And what a spark putting Turner Korth back at that running back. You know, or at that quarterback spot. He got loose on a couple runs, and again, I think that had a lot to do with Ethan Cook. He had the best hole to date he's seen, you know, on the touchdown run.
Yeah, and they Randolph hadn't seen the quarterback keeper up to that point in the game, and all of a sudden you run it 3-4 times in a row. And so here's the kick again, and again it goes out of bounds. So it looks like Randolph's going to make him re-kick again. Again, both teams 3-0 on the year.
Yeah, so far this game has been everything we thought it was going to be.
So now they're kicking off from the 20-yard line instead of the 30.
All right, Lincoln McPhillips will be kicking off now.
And the left-hander kicks it on down the field, and it's fielded inside the 15. Pass up the 25, the 30, nearly breaking it. and all the way out to about the 38-yard line. We're going to call it at the 39.
You know, when they talk about this game being a game of inches, Schmidt caught that ball right on the sideline. Almost, to his credit, his momentum did not take him out of bounds, because Hartington Newcastle could have come out of that whole situation smelling like a rose if he would have stepped out there.
But it is 1st and 10 from their own 48-yard line. Cardinals have 6:57 to work with here in our first half. High formation again. Handoff up the middle to Schmidt. Tough running yards there. Gain of about 7 on the play. We'll call it 2nd and 3.
You know, on that last possession where the Cardinals went backwards, they started their first play out of that spread. And so far, they've had a lot more success out of that double tight end I formation.
Yeah, they've ran that double tight end I formation about 90% of the time tonight. And they're in it again underneath center. Schnorr hands off to the tailback, coming on the left-hand side and brought down, but not before he's able to gain a first down.
Run by number 8, Noah Scott.
They're going to mark it out about the 31-yard line of the Wildcats. So chains are moving here with just over 6 minutes remaining in our first half. Wildcats are going to have to stiffen up on defense here if they're going to keep the Cardinals out of the end zone. High formation again, handoff to a tailback, and caught in the backfield, did not go down, was able to keep his feet. And that was a heck of an effort to keep his knees off the ground.
That's one of the better runs you'll see that doesn't gain really hardly anything.
For a split second, I thought he fumbled because he's holding the ball in his right arm, and you could see it down below his body, but so no gain on the play. We'll call it 2nd and 10. Good defense there by the Wildcats. Excellent penetration. High formation again. Schnorr is back to pass. And little swing pass on the right-hand side. And nice gain on the play. That was Scott on the reception.
Number 20, Morgan Cook had that play diagnosed, but just didn't make the tackle. But again, number 8, Noah Scott for Randolph, he's an all-state caliber type running back.
Seems pretty solid. So 3rd and 5, back to pass to Schnorr. It's going deep. We got a man open. And not able to catch up with the ball. A nice coverage there by number 3, Lincoln McPhillips.
Again, Schnorr put it right where either his man's going to catch it or nobody.
So we're going to call it 4th down and 7 now from the Wildcat 27-yard line. Again, I formation.
We'll see if the Wildcats bring pressure here.
And quarterback keeper on the right-hand side. Flag goes down. He's past the first down marker, but I've got a feeling this is going to be coming back.
Yep,
and holding is the call.
It is. Again, another big play, though. Or sometimes we have to remember those plays work because there was a holding in.
Exactly. So the ball will be walked off, and it will remain 4th down, but big penalty as they'll bring the Cardinals back on their old side of midfield.
So instead of 1st and goal at about the 10-yard line, it looks like the Cardinals will be forced to punt.
4th and about 23 or so. So McPhillips back to receive the punt. Nice spiral way up in there. And they're going to let it fall. And it goes exactly sideways and out of bounds at the 13-yard line. So 4:30 remaining in our second quarter. We'll be back with you in just a moment.
For the right products and expert advice to get your projects done right, come to Cruzy True Value. In every department, you'll find terrific items that will help make each job go a little more smoothly. If you need tools for those once-in-a-while projects or equipment for a once-in-a-lifetime event, rent it at Cruzy True Value. Start right, start here.
So after the punt, the Wildcats take over in good field position on about 13-yard line. And handoff on the left-hand side, lots of yardage over there. And near the first down is Kobe Heitman.
Now all of a sudden with Korth at quarterback and his running ability, Cook up the middle and Heitman around this,
defense is stretched out.
They really are, and
they've got to play their roles, stay home.
They've got to play the rules and stay home exactly. And then they've got to make the play in one-on-one situations on these backs, and that's hard to do.
Exactly. Receivers out left and right. Handoff up the middle again. And there goes Cook that time. Ethan Cook. Nice gain on the play again.
But I think you hit the nail on the head, Mike. They're stretched out now, and like I said, it's Cook, Heitman, Korth are all loads. And all of a sudden, you forget about it. All of a sudden, Lincoln McPhillips is running wide open down the middle of the field.
So we're going to call it a gain of 8. The ball's up about the 32-yard line. So 2nd and 2 for the Wildcats. Receivers out left and right. And Korth in at quarterback from shotgun formation. And quarterback keeper this time. And gets up to the line of scrimmage. Might be half a yard on the play, but it'll bring up 3rd down and short.
3rd down and 1 for Wildcats at the 33-yard line.
I would look for something with Ethan Cook here between the tackles.
About 3 minutes remaining in our first half, and Wildcats need to get something going here. They need this first down. 3rd and short. And right up the middle, and the Cardinals have him stopped. That was Cook, as you called it, and they were waiting for him.
They really were. Again, all of a sudden, a big play here. 4th and a long 1, short 2. I got to believe the Wildcats will go for it, but if they don't get it, it's 1st and 10 Randolph, about the 33-yard line.
Wildcat side of the field, yeah.
And I believe Randolph will get the second half kick.
You are correct. They did kick off from north to south to start our contest. Beautiful evening here from Russ Hookstein Field. Flag is absolutely limp now. This morning it was coming out of the north at a pretty good clip, and it was a chilly start to our day. And timeout is going to be called, and we'll take a timeout with them. With 2:16 remaining in our first half, it's 12-7 Randolph over Hartington, Newcastle.
Your 24-hour fitness center, Reps, challenges you to commit to be fit. Stop by and check out the fitness equipment and our complete array of weight machines. Reps is now offering fitness and gymnastic classes. Call 402-254-2474 or 402-920-1026 or visit us at www.repsfitness.com.
Heine Electric services and is a dealer for both Valley Irrigation and Sukup Grain Systems. In addition to the equipment lines, we drill wells, install pumps, perform crane work, and provide trucking and earth-moving services. Located in Hartington and Vermilion, South Dakota, give us a call today at 402-254-2568.
So again, after the timeout by the Wildcats, Ken, we've got 4th and 1 from their own 34-yard line, 33-yard line. Back to pass. Nice. I think it's going to be a first down. Nice reception there by Lincoln McPhillips. Just a short pass, and Korth didn't look like he was a little nervous getting rid of the ball.
Yeah, that was a lot of execution for a 2-yard gain on that pass play, but they got what they needed. And again, Mike, I want to remind the people at halftime they'll be acknowledging the homecoming royalty, the King and Queen. The NSAA will presenting the cup to the Wildcats based on last year's performance and activities, and then an interview with Lee Hazelhorst.
Lots of things going on here at halftime, and flags are down. They may have had 2 people in motion. Will be legal procedure, 5-yard penalty on the Wildcats. So yeah, lots of stuff coming up here at halftime, Ken. We've got 2:10 to play before we get to that, but I want to tell folks stick around here. Thanks for joining us tonight. So 1st and 15 for the Wildcats, and handoff to Cook. Gets up past the original line of scrimmage. Gain of about 2. It's past there, so gain of 7 on the play. Bring up 2nd and 7.
I thought for a moment he might break that because they ran that play right where the Cardinals vacated on a blitz. And Cardinals are very fortunate that Mr. Cook's not still running.
Rush up the middle, and they're moving the pile. Good, tough running. Wow.
And Mike, you and I are both old enough to remember the aiding the runner and things. That was just a scrum. Everybody in purple moving one way, and everybody in red and white moving the other. And
everybody playing rugby would be awful proud of that play.
And Ethan Turner Korth is caught right in the middle of the whole thing.
So a gain of about 3 on the play. We're going to call it 3rd and a long 3 for the Wildcats. They need to convert here just on the Randolph side of the midfield. Quarterback keeper, and Korth is going nowhere. Maybe up to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 4th down with under a minute to go in our first half.
No gain on the play, 4th down.
Kind of a little bit of a chess match here, and with clocks approaching just a half a minute left.
Wildcats do have 1 timeout left.
In a 4th down situation.
And they're going to go for it here. Korth, shotgun formation, and now timeout is called by the Wildcats. They're going to talk it over. We'll be back in just a moment, too.
Plumbing and Electric Services of Hartington specializes in field tile and irrigation pipe installation, but can handle any plumbing or electrical job that you might have. We have experience in new home and remodel builds, trenching of water and electrical lines, and all your dirt work and excavating needs. Call Plumbing and Electric Service today at 402-254-6895.
Call Northeast Grinding for custom hay and high moisture corn grinding. We have multiple grapple grinding units and an array of screen sizes with economical rates. Give Patrick a call for all of your grinding needs, 402-640-6160.
Pizza Hut is a proud supporter of the schools. Ask about their weekly specials or dine in at Pizza Hut after the game. Mention this ad for 15% off of your order. Good luck to all area teams.
So it is 4th down for the Wildcats, 4th and 4. And in motion is Heitman, and going the opposite direction. Pitch to Cook in the backfield, and Randolph defense had it strung out. Turnover on downs.
They really did very well defense by Randolph. They had the quarterback covered. They had the pitch man covered, and I'm not sure Ethan even made it back to line of scrimmage there. Now it's going to be interesting to see what Randolph does with 21 seconds left, and I believe they have all 3 timeouts left.
And you've seen they haven't been afraid to put the ball up in the air either.
No, they're very well balanced. They really are. They probably like to run it a little bit more than they like to throw it, but they do throw it effectively.
And one of their scores was on a nice pass to the fullback up the middle, so Wildcats have to play their positions. And they sent 3 receivers downfield on that one, and one of them was wide open, but...
All right,
But ball falls incomplete with 17 seconds remaining in our first half. Again, we mind everybody, stick around for all of our halftime activities here. Lots of stuff going on here up at Russ Hookstein Field for homecoming. Schnorr back to pass, and he is rushed. Screen up the middle. That is Scott, and breaks a tackle up past the 30, the 25, and he rushes out of bounds to stop the clock with 9 seconds remaining at the 25-yard line.
That's one of those things when the pass rushers feel it's that easy that it's probably a screen because the front four came through untouched basically, and there was a reason.
The old saying, if it's too good to be true, there's
sometimes it is. But again, when you're aggressive, they haven't faced a lot of screens. It's easy enough to get caught on that.
So 9 seconds remaining. See if Randolph can get 2 plays off, or if they're going to go scrambling around a Schnorr. He's going to run out of bounds here with 3 seconds left, and a flag is going to be called for a late hit out of bounds. So let's go march the ball down the field again a little bit more. And you're wondering if they may not try a field goal. They could throw it in the end zone as well.
They could. It'll be interesting, but it's definitely going to put the ball down on right around the 10, 11-yard line.
That was, I believe, a personal foul.
Penalty is personal foul against the Wildcats.
So it will be marched off 15 yards, I believe. Nope, 10 yards. Or half the distance.
Half the distance, right. And, Turner didn't deliver a malicious hit there. He just kind of lost track of, I think, where he was in the field, and it was a good call. He was out of bounds and brought him down.
So it's 1st and 10, but Randolph is going to call a timeout. They want to talk it over. 3.4 seconds remaining in our first half. We'll be back in just a moment. For over 40 years, Town & Country Insurance has provided quality insurance products at a competitive rate while providing outstanding customer service. No matter what your insurance need, auto, home, farm, crop, commercial, or trucking, you're invited to stop in and see Frank, Carrie, or Ryan at 103 West Center Street in Hartington, or give them a call at 402-254-9770.
Take your bank with you wherever you go with mobile banking from Security Bank. Mobile banking offers you the ultimate and on-demand service, allowing access to your account information right from your phone. Pay your bills, pay back a friend, and now even deposit a check, all with the tap of a finger. Now that's my kind of bank. Check us out online at mysecbank.com. Security Bank, member FDIC.
So Ken, with 3.4 seconds remaining and the ball at the 11-yard line, if you're the Randolph coach, what play are you going to call here?
I'm wondering if they're not going to look for number 88, Keaton Backus. He's a 6'3" receiver somewhere in the end zone. It looks like Lincoln McPhillips will be assigned to him.
2 receivers out right, 1 to the left. Schnorr passes and it hits Schmidt at the goal line, and it is a touchdown. As time expires in the first half.
Again, that's two receiving touchdowns for Alex Schmidt, and that's not something that really is going to surprise the Wildcats. I know Coach Ulrich talked about how he is a very effective receiver from the fullback position. So we've got no time left, but Randolph will have their attempt for the 2-point conversion.
18-7 right now. Schmidt goes in motion. Schnorr, quarterback keeper up the middle, and he is successful. 2-point conversion is good. And at halftime, our score is 20-7. The Cardinals over the Wildcats. And we will have our royalty activities now for the homecoming. So again, we are here at halftime. The Russ Hookstein Field is 20-7. Randolph over the Wildcats. Yes, and here's our homecoming festivities.
High School crowned their 2018 King and Queen. Ladies and gentlemen, here they are, your homecoming queen, Belle Harms, daughter of Tim and Deb Harms, and Lincoln McPhillips, son of Connie McPhillips and Terry McPhillips. Please give them a round of applause. Congratulations. Also, we'd like to welcome back last year's homecoming king and queen, King Cole Schmidt, son of Doug and Carla Schmidt, who's attending Hastings College, and Queen Allie Rosner, daughter of Steve and Dana Rosner, who's attending Wayne State College. Junior royalty, Lola Cottle and Owen Lang.
I was a little cold out there. Like Rudolph, Red-Nosed Reindeer.
So again, congratulations to this year's royalty, Lincoln McPhillips and Belle Harms.
We have a special presentation down on the track. High school activities produce positive life-enriching experiences which help individuals solely and collectively discover and develop skills to improve their quality of character, expression, and collaboration. Each year, the Nebraska School Activities Association recognizes the most successful interscholastic high school activities programs in Nebraska State Championship level competition. Public and private member schools in 4 classifications of 3 divisions are crowned NSA Cup champions. The NSA is pleased to present the NSA Cup to Hartington Newcastle High School. Today's presentation will be made by NSA Assistant Director Ron Hickman. On behalf of the Nebraska School Activities Association, congratulations to Hartington Newcastle High School, the 2017-2018 NSA Cup Class C Boys Champion. Congratulations, Hartington Newcastle High School.
And a huge round of applause there, well deserved from the fans, as Hartington Newcastle won state last year in speech, I believe, and track, and one act as well. So we'll be back with you in just a moment for a halftime interview with head coach, volleyball coach Lee Hazelhorst.
Okay, we're back at the Hartington Community Complex, Russ Hochstein Field, where the Wildcats trail the Randolph Cardinals 20-7. We're happy to be joined at halftime by Coach Lee Hazelhorst of the Lady Wildcat volleyball team, a team that started off with a 10-2 record. And first of all, Coach, what year is this that you've been here?
This is my 6th year coaching.
6th year.
Yep, started my 6th year.
And with that 6 years, it's gone quickly, it seems.
Yes, it definitely has. It's really cool because I'm starting to see the program that I've had in my mind that I've wanted to build. You know, when I played in college, this is what I wanted, and I knew when I was coaching in high school, this is what I wanted, and I'm really starting to see that this year. So it's cool to start seeing that come around.
And so far, like we mentioned, you're 10-2 on the year. Can you give us a little summary of the season to date so far?
Sure. We started off with a Randolph tournament, and we went 3-0 that tournament, and we played Howells Dodge, which has always been a fun game to play. They're always a good team to play against, and we ended up winning in 2. And we had never beaten them in my coaching career either, so that was a big win. And our assistant coach, Sarah Edwards, came from Howells Dodge, so that was a big win for her as well. But I think that really gave the girls confidence to, they knew they were going to be good, but they knew it after that. And you could feel it. You could feel it in the locker room after that. So that was a good start to get going. And another big win that really sticks out is that Why Not Parents Night that we had, just a packed gym, just because it's Why Not, and that's always a good game. Great defense on both sides, but it being Parents Night and Why Not, so again, gave us more confidence to keep rolling.
And if you haven't had a chance to watch this Wildcat volleyball team, put it on your to-do list, because it is a fun team to watch. It's a group that plays with a tremendous amount of energy.
Oh, for sure.
And talking about your team a little bit, it's a team that seems to have a base of a nice senior class, but you've got key junior contributors, you've got sophomores. Can you talk a little bit about the team members, and you do have a fair amount of experience on this team.
Yeah, I was actually just thinking about this a little bit ago, that nobody's new. Even the two, I have 2 that came back from injuries. Haley Gotch had surgery, and then also Willa Scoville, but it's not like they're new. I coached them before, so everybody on this team knows my expectations, and they know what I expect and what I want out of a team and what I want it to look like. So we didn't have to talk about any of that when we first started, and we could just get right to it. But like you said earlier, the team chemistry and the leaders, I mean, I honestly don't look at who's a freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. It doesn't even feel like that out on the court. They're all just friends on and off the court, and I think that's the biggest thing about this team, that they get along so well off the court and they get along so well on the court that it just jives. They just have good chemistry.
You know, you mentioned that, and yeah, you're exactly right on that. You can't tell who's a junior, who's a senior by who they're running around with.
Yeah, and I love that. I love that people step up, and you know, it's different every game. That's the really cool part about this team, is it's a different person every game, and they understand that, you know what, this team might shut me down, but my other teammate's going to be open on the right side, or maybe the middle, or the outside, whatever it is, and they're good enough teammates to just be happy for them, and just, hey, this is your night, not my night.
Right, and it shows on the court. Can you talk a little bit maybe about, as you're talking about that, I was thinking about your practices, what they must be like, because you do have a number of very talented young ladies.
Yeah.
So some of your practices, I imagine, are very competitive.
Oh, yeah. I can't ever say that we have an A side and a B side at practice. I mean, it's sometimes I split them and sometimes I don't, and it's really, the ball never knows who's going to win, and that's very apparent at practice too. But we try to make practices really fun, and they're very competitive. I mean, this group of girls just in general is, but practices are really competitive, and we try to make it as game-like as possible. So, yeah, you just, like I said, the ball never knows who's going to win, and that shows a lot.
Yeah, like I said, if you get a chance, come out and watch this team, because they do play with a high level of energy. They're very entertaining to watch. Besides the team chemistry, what would you consider your strengths?
We're very balanced, and I'm proud of them for that, because it's something that I've preached for a long time about staying consistent. You know, we don't want to be a roller coaster team. We don't want to be up and then down and then up and then down. And I think we've done a tremendous job of staying balanced. And that being said, balanced, but balanced hitters. I can count on so many different girls on the team to get the job done. Like I mentioned earlier, if one person's maybe not having a good night, I can still count on 3, 4, 5, 6 other people that can get the job done for us. So I would say our balanced hitting is positive, and our defense, you know, I played libero my whole career, and so I think that's something that I really hit on with them. But that's the one thing that I get complimented for our team is that our defense is phenomenal. And they hustle. They hustle after everything. They surprise themselves with how many balls that they can get to. And sometimes the look on their face, they're like, oh my gosh, I really did just get that up. But yeah, those two things. But just, I don't know. Every night it's something different.
That is so much fun.
Yeah.
Okay, now as we look forward now to basically the second half of the season, we don't have any home regular season games left. I believe we have a triangular,
and then we'll have our home tournament in October.
Okay, and can you talk a little bit about moving forward as we move towards the conference tournament, as we move towards the districts? What are some things? I would imagine the first thing is maybe to get healthy. I've seen Libby Lang's been a little bit.
Yep, we've unfortunately had some injuries on all three teams, C, JV, and varsity. Abby sprained her ankle a couple weeks ago as well, and Libby has a knee injury right now. So Brianna stepped up big for us last night in Osmond, and I could tell she was a little nervous when I told her she was playing, but she did phenomenal, and the girls just didn't miss a beat. You couldn't even tell. But yes, like you said, getting healthy, number one. But our big thing is we are worrying about what is in front of us right then and there. So yes, we have big goals. We have a lot of big dreams right now, but whatever it is, we're focusing on that practice or that game or the next game. I mean, we just are, whatever is in front of us right then and there is what we're trying to focus on. So, I tell the girls, it doesn't matter what's on the other side of the net, whether they're little, they're big, they're fast, they're slow, whatever. We need to play Wildcat volleyball consistently.
Yeah, it's like I said, folks, if you get a chance, come out and catch the Wildcat volleyball team. It's a lot of fun to watch. And Coach, want to wish you the best of luck the second half of the season. And,
Thank you.
And it's been a fun first half, and I don't anticipate anything different on the second half.
Yeah, for sure. These girls are awesome.
And
Super glad to have them.
Again, thank you to Coach Lee Hazelhorst, coach of the Wildcat volleyball team. Like I said, if you get a chance, come out and see them. You'll enjoy the evening. So we're at halftime with probably about 5 minutes before the second half kick. 27 is the lead, or 27 is the score. We've got the Randolph Cardinals leading the Wildcats. We'll be back with second half action in just a few minutes. Coach, thanks once again.
Yeah, you bet.
The cold and flu season is just around the corner. Stephen Drug has all your over-the-counter cold and flu remedies in stock, and they also fill your prescriptions in a convenient, friendly fashion. Stop by Stephen Drug, your full-service pharmacy at 214 North Broadway in Hartington.
Subbeck Contracting specializes in new residential and commercial construction, kitchen and bathroom remodeling, and additions and upgrades. Subbeck Contracting is a bonded, insured, and registered contractor in Nebraska and South Dakota. Call Mitchell at 402-841-7441 to get started today.
Top Crop is where you will find top quality Golden Harvest corn and soybeans. We also carry a wide variety of cover crops, pasture and lawn grasses, small grains, and CRP mixes. Top quality product and service from seed to harvest. Call Glenn Taney at 402-841-5599.
Wentz and Ray Funeral Homes, located in Hartington, Coleridge, Laurel, Crofton, and Yankton, is proud to have served our area for over 116 years. Good luck to all the area teams.
Hartington Newcastle Public Schools is a nationally recognized and state-accredited school that offers a variety of classes and distance learning courses and extracurricular activities, including fine arts, FFA, and other activities to promote leadership. This public service announcement is courtesy of Hartelco.
Anderson & Anderson Insurance is eager to serve Hartington and the Northeast Nebraska area. With offices in Hartington, Laurel, and Allen, they are an independent, trusted choice insurance agency. If you're in the market for auto, home, business, farm, or crop insurance, give us a call at 1-888-POLICY-9. Anderson & Anderson Insurance, where your protection is our policy.
Hartelco is your gig-capable technology leader in Northeast Nebraska. Whether it's phone, IPTV, 100 meg per second internet service, computer sales and repair, or home and business networking, Hartelco has the experts to help you with your technology needs. Just stop by our office at 103 West Center Street in Hartington or call us at 402-254-3901.
CL Electric of Coleridge carries a full line of Rinke pivot parts on hand and is ready to tune up your pivot wheel gearboxes, tower boxes, timers, contactors, and gun stars and switches. CL Electric is an electrical contractor licensed in both Nebraska and South Dakota. Call 402-283-4220.
Stop in at Broadway Lanes after the game in downtown Hartington. Bring the whole family in and enjoy a game of bowling and some great food. Good luck to all the area teams from Broadway Lanes.
Central Valley Ag keeps you on the cutting edge of crop production technology. CVA's Professional Ag Services Manager, Glenn Franzlubers, makes sure you know all your options.
Finding out what programs are going to be profitable and to work for our customers.
Regional specialists like Alex Hayden help you analyze your data and use it for more profit.
So it's my job to help them bring it to life.
Technology can help you move to the next level of crop production. Find out how at cvacoop.com. You and Central Valley Ag, growing agriculture together.
Cedar Security Bank is your hometown-friendly bank with locations in Fordyce, Wynot, and Hartington. We strive to meet all of your financial needs. After all, security is our middle name. And for all your insurance needs, contact Bonnie at Cedar Security Insurance for a free quote. Good luck to all local teams.
So welcome back to Russ Hookstein Field. Again, we want to thank all our business sponsors tonight. Our sponsors do include Anderson & Anderson Insurance, the Bank of Hartington, Bob Hymas, the Dirt Man, Broadway Lanes, Cedar Security Bank, Christensen Well, CL Electric, Don Miller Land Company, Family First Dental, Phase Furniture, Fallmeyer Electric, and Floral Designs. Other sponsors include Folkers Brothers Garage, Grossenberg, Hartington Feed and Check, Hartington Shopper, Hartington Tree, Heine Electric, Shane Seiler from Don Peterson Associates, Kaiser Ag, Cruzy 2 Value Hardware, Milbeth Seiler Bookkeeping, Northeast Ag Consulting, and Northeast Grinding. And other sponsors include Northeast Pipe and Panel, Pizza Hut, Plumbing and Electric Service, Reps Fitness, Security Bank, Shifter, Stefan Drug, Subbeck Contracting, Top Crop, Town and Country Insurance, and the Wins Funeral Home. Again, please support these businesses and thank them for tonight's broadcast and all the broadcasts throughout the season. Next week we will have a game up here again, big game for the Cedar Catholic across the street, and that next Friday, Norfolk Catholic Knights will come to town. They have not played each other in at least 15 years, from what I understand, 15 to 17 years. So that'll be a big game up here next Friday at Russ Hookstein Field. Weekend after that is Crofton down here playing Cedar Catholic. The following week on October 12th, Hartington, Newcastle, and Wausau. And the week after that, the big matchup between the Wildcats and Bloomfield, and that's on a Thursday night. And the following night on Friday, Cedar Catholic will host Stanton to finish off our regular season here broadcast from Russ Hookstein Field. And Ken, 20-7 at halftime. Randolph scores right before halftime. What are your thoughts?
Well, it'll be interesting. One of the strengths of I think Coach Ulrich and his staff is they've generally made some really nice halftime adjustments in the past, and they're going to have to do that again as they try to figure out what they want to do against Randolph's double tight end I formation that's given the Wildcats a lot of problems so far.
Schmidt returns the ball all the way from inside the 5. It's brought down about the 30 by Jake Pites, 175-pound freshman. So a nice tackle on the return by Mr. Pites. It'll be 1st and 10 on the 30 for the Cardinals. And they come out to a different formation this time. And one-on-one here on the outside. A nice tackle, but not before he gains the first down. That was Scott on the run. And typically in the first half, we saw Randolph in an I formation. This time they come out with 3 receivers out. And I believe they handed it off to their tailback.
Yeah, they ran that option again with Schnorr going left, and Hartington, Newcastle had no one out on the pitch man.
So 1st and 10, just inside the 40-yard line, just inside midfield. A handoff up the middle. That is likely Schmidt. He's been playing fullback so far, and that was him on the carry. Gain of 5 on the play, bring up 2nd and 5.
Yeah, so far Mr. Schmidt, at 165-pound fullback, has had a nice ball game. He's basically gotten about 5-6 yards on that little fullback trap just up the middle, and then he's caught 2 touchdown passes so far.
Now they're in their usual I formation again. And off to the tailback. That is Scott. Makes a nice run. Knocked out of bounds inside the 30 at about the 26-yard line.
Again, down 2 scores. So the Wildcats need to kind of bow up here and get a stop because they don't want to go down 3.
20-7, Cardinals lead over the Wildcats. Just the start of our second half. 1st and 10, I formation, handoff up the middle. Schmidt. Nice gain on the play before he's brought down.
Yeah, it seems like, in so many levels of high school football anymore, they've all gone towards that spread more. You see a lot of it in 8-man. You don't see a whole lot of double tight end high formation anymore.
Not unless you think your line can eventually overpower the other team towards the end of the game. And nice defense that time by the Wildcats. Eventually brought out of bounds, ridden out of bounds by Turner Court, number 17, and Shea Morton in there on the tackle. Ball carried by Scott. Bring up 3rd down. We'll call it a long 5 for the Cardinals. They're on about the 22-yard line.
4 down territory. Wildcats are going to go a little bit different look now. They brought Austin Burcham back in at the nose, and they've slid Dylan Denninger out to that end.
High formation. Schnorr underneath the quarterback. Back to pass. And throws it up deep. And pass interference is going to be called on number 3, Lincoln McPhillips. I really didn't see how he interfered, but they did get their legs tangled up.
Yeah, they did. It's a tough call on Lincoln. It's very easily could have had a no call, but it was called, and now the Wildcats are going to have to stiffen up even more.
I think the pass was intended for number 88, Keaton Backus. He's a 6'3", 170-pound junior.
Yeah, he's a nice receiver. That's actually been kind of an entertaining matchup to watch a little bit. It's been McPhillips on Backus.
So we'll be 1st and 10.
Half the distance from goal, 1st down and 10 for
Ball is marked at the 11-yard line. With 10-11 remaining in our 3rd quarter.
I've been really impressed with Carter Schnorr and how he runs this offense. Again, he throws it well, he runs it well, run the option.
And he's just a junior, 5'10", 160. Oh, nice defense there by the Wildcats. Loss on the play.
Taken out of the backfield by number 9, Ethan Cook.
Ethan Cook got in there for the sack.
Lost about 4 on the play, 2nd down and 14 at the 15-yard line.
So 2nd and 14. Conceivably, the Cardinals could get a 1st down, but they'd be at the 1-foot yard. So it's pretty much second and goal.
Based on Randolph scoring the final 8 points there right at the end of the first half, the Wildcats do need to stiffen here.
And Schmidt on the handoff that time, and he is met at the line of scrimmage. Got a gain of half a yard.
Get on the stop was number 34, Dylan Denninger.
And someone might have a...
It's Dylan Denninger's got a little... he looks like he's walking off pretty decent now, and he'll be key to have back on offense because he's their center. And he snaps the ball in the shotgun, and
we're going to want to see if he can walk it off. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think
if the sprain that doesn't tighten up on him, but
he's a pretty tough young man. I look for him to be back.
Rolling out to pass to Schnorr, pitches it off, and that is number 8, Scott, on the carry. He's going to be short of the first down.
So again, it's another big play on fourth down, right about where that fourth down took place, or that last play of the first half took place, right on that side of the field, about that yard line. Needless to say, this is a huge play.
So fourth down, basically fourth and goal.
They may need to hurry.
And pitch, left-hand side, and he's going to be brought down short. Will be Wildcat ball.
It's a big stop. It's a big stop. So the Wildcats will take over deep in their own territory, but they'll take that over giving up the 6 points to Randolph any day. And Deniger is back out there. He's limping, but he's back out there.
We do have a score update, too, from Ponca. In the third quarter, the score is 14-6, Trojans over the Indians. So Wildcats now, 1st and 10 from their own 5-yard line. Handoff up the middle, that's Cook. Pounding ahead for yards. Gain of about 5 on the play.
See, again, here I think you're going to see mostly 3 different things. You're going to see Cook pounding in the middle, Turner not giving it to him and taking it around the end, and then Kobe Heitman on that jet sweep are the 3 plays to look predominantly for. Although, again, like I said, Corst's thrown 4 passes this year. He's completed 3 of them. And
receivers out left and right, 2nd and 5. Korth hands it off to Cook, coming around left-hand side. He's got a big opening there, up past the 30, the 35, and he is ridden out of bounds. Big play there for the Wildcats. Ball is going to be marked on the 38-yard line of the Wildcats. So gain of about 25 on the play. Cook that time was able to get around that left end and saw an opening. You could see him turn on the jets. Quarterback keeper by Korth this time. Drives into the backfield. Gain of about 7 or 8 on the play where he is met and stood up. Again, 2 good positive yardage plays there for the Wildcats. And it doesn't take much to start momentum here.
No, it really doesn't. You're right. And that's kind of what happened on their first touchdown drive. They got a couple plays and gotten a little bit of a rhythm. And
so we'll call it 2nd and 2 for the Wildcats. And handoff to Cook. He'll be lucky to make it to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd down, just inside the 35-yard line. We'll call it at the 34.
Again, that tackle's made by Avery Bermel, a 6'1" senior that's had a tremendous game at that defensive end spot.
Again, that reminds me, we will need to pick player of the game here coming up towards the end of our contest tonight. But right now, big 3rd down play. 3rd and 3 for the Wildcats. Korth and shotgun. Keeps the ball, drives forward, and I believe he's got the 1st down.
4-yard gain on the play.
And it is a Wildcat 1st down.
You know, I saw this in the first half also. We're already halfway through the 3rd quarter. This has been a fairly quick moving game.
Not a lot of passes thrown to stop the clock. Not a lot of penalties. They just keep the ball on the ground, keep the clock ticking away. Beautiful night up here at Russ Hookstein Field. So 1st and 10 for the Wildcats from the 30-yard line. Back to pass is Korth. And ball is low and incomplete. So as soon as I say there hasn't been a lot of passes, stop the clock, excuse me, that's what happens.
Again, Turner's a capable passer, but he definitely wants to run the ball first.
So it's going to bring up 2nd and 10 for the Wildcats. In motion is Heitman. Gets a handoff, goes up the middle, nearly breaks it open. Gain of about 12 on the play. Will be a Wildcat first down.
Well, he does such a nice job on this play of taking it, putting his foot in the ground and getting upfield. You see so many kids that want to just take that thing all the way to the sideline and use their speed, and he's capable of that. But like I said, he sticks that foot in the ground and gets upfield really impressively.
That time the right defensive end for the Cardinals crashed down, so he had to turn it up, and good thing that he did. So 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Hand off to Cook, driving forward, gets inside the 20. Going to mark it down about the 16-yard line.
Came a couple other plays, 2nd down and 8 at the 16-yard line.
2nd, 8 from the 16. Clock keeps ticking. Only in the 3rd quarter here, 5:17 remaining.
And I don't think we have a turnover tonight either, do we, Mike? Both teams have done a nice job of taking care of the football. It's been on the ground a couple times.
Don't be jinxing anybody now. Korth back to pass, and he gets it to McPhillips. Immediately hit, shakes a tackle, and then he is brought down.
Making the tackle number 5, Carter Schnoller.
Again, without a doubt, 4-down territory. Again, I think Coach Ulrich can dial up anything he wants to right now. Cook up the middle, Heitman on the perimeter, Korth with a keeper.
Or pass to McPhillips over the middle. We've seen that many times. One thing about Randolph, they do have some tall safeties back there. Hand off to Heitman, coming around left-hand side. He may be stopped short of that first down by a yard. But again, 4-down territory. Will be 4th down. 4th and 2 for the Wildcats. Just outside the 10-yard line.
Again, Randolph had an impressive first drive that stalled down inside the 5, and now the Wildcats want to cash in on their opportunity.
So 4th and 2 for the Wildcats inside the 10. And handoff to Cook, and he is brought down for a loss. Will be a turnover on downs, I believe. And it is. Randolph holds. Will be Cardinal football here with 3:54 remaining in our 3rd quarter. Big stop there for the Cardinals.
Really was. Both teams have impressive drives to start the 3rd quarter, but neither one can finish it off. Again, Dylan Denninger is limping pretty good on the sidelines again, but he may sit out the defensive series, but he'll be out on offense.
High formation for the Cardinals. Hand off to fullback up the middle, and nothing doing. That is Schmidt.
Now the last 2 times now they've run that fullback, that quick hitter at the fullback, the Wildcats defensed it after giving up about 5-6 yards a pop up until that point. Up front for the Wildcats defensively is Ethan Cook, Austin Burcham, 2 seniors, and then Jake Pites, freshman.
So we're going to call a loss of 1 on the play. Bring up 2nd and 11, I formation. Pitch to Scott, coming on the left-hand side, and he is brought down. Nice play there by number 8, Kobe Heitman. Take him down behind the line of scrimmage, I believe. Nope, they're going to call it a gain on the play of about 3.
Gain of 3 on the play, 3rd down and 8.
But they had that strung out pretty good.
They really did.
13-yard line.
So 3rd and 8. Cardinals have to get just past the 20-yard line for a first down. I formation. Back to pass to Snorer. Going to run a quarterback keeper on the right-hand side. And he's going to get the first down and more up past the 30. And they're going to mark him down at about the 33-yard line. First down, Cardinals.
He is a really impressive quarterback from the standpoint of, that's a tremendous run. We've already seen him throw it well. And he just seems to have a complete command of this offense and what they want to do. His ball handling, his ball fakes have been good.
He's able to get out there on the right-hand side. And then he followed his blockers for a while, too. A lot of players would just charge up in there, but following his blockers, he's able to make a long gain. 1st and 10 now for Cardinals. Handoff. Again, steady feed to Scott all night between Scott and Schmidt and Schnorr, the 3 S's.
Second down and 6 at the 36-yard line.
So we're going to call a gain of 4, 2nd and 6.
It looks like the Wildcats have done a little bit better job right at the point of attack so far.
Schnorr back to pass, looking for Schmidt down the middle, and ball is dropped, nearly tipped away.
I'm not sure if that was... They had him again, though. They like to bring him right out of the backfield. I don't think McPhillips got a hand on it, but he may have distracted him. He got up in front of him a little bit. But
that's exactly right.
That very well could have been 6.
The ball was kind of held up a little bit. You didn't think that Schmidt was going to get out there that fast, but he's got some wheels on him. So 3rd and 7, back to pass again. Little screen pass on the right-hand side. It's going to be close to a 1st down, and flag comes in late.
Flag came in late, right at the 1st down markers. I'll be interested to see what they do call here.
I'm not sure if that's holding or face mask. Let's see. Holding is called against the Cardinals, so that play will come back. And we'll be back in just a moment. When you need to borrow money, you need to see a friend at the Bank of Hartington. Our loan officers are local people. They listen to your needs and then tailor a loan to fit those needs with competitive rates and flexible terms. We've been your hometown bank since 1934. Where other banks have their branches, we have our roots. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. So back to action here after that message from the Bank of Hartington. It's going to be 3rd down and 16 for the Cardinals from their own 26-yard line. They have to get across midfield to about the 37 of the Wildcats. Shotgun formation, back to pass Schnorr, and he is rushed. Gets out of it, and now he's going to be hit and brought out of bounds about the 35-yard line, far short of the 1st down. And it'll bring up 4th and long for the Cardinals. We'll call it 4th and 6.
That penalty was huge. That killed that drive.
So back to punt is Keaton Backus, 6'3", 170-pound junior. Look, McPhillips is getting back there, and the punt is high and deep. Fair catch is called for. And it's going to be taken inside the 10. They're going to mark it at the 8-yard line. Well, the Wildcats will take over 2:06 remaining 3rd quarter, 20-7 Cardinals on top.
At Family First Dental, your family comes first. They are your source for complete dental care in Northeast Nebraska. Dr. Jay Bernecker and his team at the Hartington office is pleased to announce they offer digital impressions, which means no more goop, no gags, and no worries. They also offer Invisalign, a clear, removable alternative to metal braces. If you're wondering if Invisalign is right for you, call them for a free assessment. At Family First Dental, you can get the smile you've always wanted. Give them a call today to schedule your next appointment. 402-254-3969.
So on the punt, the Wildcats were flagged for unsportsmanlike conduct, so the ball is marked half the distance to the goal line, so it's now at the 4-yard line, and 1st and 10 for the Wildcats, and Korth off the right-hand side. Nice gain. Going to call a gain of 8 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 2.
Gain of about 8 on the play, brings up 2nd down and 2 at the 12-yard line.
Then we're under 2 minutes, Mike, left in the 3rd quarter.
And the Wildcats are going to need to get on the board here somewhat soon, not urgency.
Got a lot of action this 3rd quarter, just no points.
And off to Cook, he's got the 1st down and more. And he's still going up past the 30-yard line. first and 10, 34-yard line. Wildcats here with 1:23 remaining in our third quarter. They trail 20-7. Now a little bit of a recap here. Randolph scored with no time left in the first half. It was a tight ball game prior to that. They put a little cushion on there. So again, 20-7 right now. Beautiful night up here at Russ Hookstein Field from the Hartington Community Complex. Horth hands it off to Cook, and he is met at the line of scrimmage and driven back. No gain on the play. Bring up second and 10.
With Ethan Cook, you want to get him early because you're going to have a hard time getting him down if he gets going a little bit.
Yeah, once he gets a hit of steam, he's hard to stop.
He's an all-state type running back. We've got Noah Scott for Randolph, an all-state type running back. We've got several other kids out here, too, that it'll be interesting to get a lot of postseason honors. Been impressed with Schnorr, Heitman.
Keeper for Horth on the right-hand side. Nice gain up past midfield.
Number 5, Carter Schnorr on the stop.
They're going to mark it right at midfield, right on the 40-yard line. So we're going to call it 3rd and 3, a long 3 for the Wildcats.
You see, they've run that little pass pattern to McPhillips a few times. Wouldn't be surprised if they gave it to Heitman on that jet sweep right now.
Looks like they'll get one more playoff here before the end of our third quarter. Receivers out left and right. Horth back to pass. He's going deep. And McPhillips is out there. And no good. Pass is incomplete. 3.9 seconds remaining in our third quarter, but it brings up 4th down from midfield.
Again, for a moment, I thought maybe Lincoln came up with that ball, but again, Randolph's talented. They had him bracketed with 2 players, and
normally when he goes out on that deep pass pattern, he's the tallest player back there, but not when you're playing Randolph.
Not tonight.
They've got 88 back there. He's 6'3". So Wildcats are going for it on 4th down. They've got to get to the 36-yard line. They were in punt formation, and they pass the ball, and it is dropped by number 9. He was wide open.
They went in punt formation, and Kobe Heitman delivered a nice ball to Ethan Cook over the middle, and not so sure Ethan didn't start to run a little bit before he had it.
Just could not hold on to it. So at the end of this quarter, third quarter, our score is 20-7, Randolph over the Wildcats.
Falkers Brothers Garage Incorporated is a full-service preventive maintenance and auto repair center located in Hartington. Our experts have the knowledge to service and repair even the most challenging auto problems on all makes and models of domestic and import vehicles. Stop in or give us a call at 402-254-6406 to let us know how we can help you.
Stop in at Faye's Furniture and Floor Covering for the best deals at any time of year for all your furniture needs, plus decorating, carpet, tile, and wood laminates. Stop by today for your free estimate at Faye's Furniture and Floor Covering on North Broadway in downtown Hartington, or call 402-254-6347.
Call Don Miller Land Company today for any of your real estate needs. We specialize in the selling of land, business, residential, and rental homes. Call Don Miller Land at 402-254-6897. We don't just list, we sell. So at the start of the fourth quarter, it is 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. And they're in a hurry-up offense now, trying to catch Wildcats off guard. Back to pass to Schnorr. Looks like a screen pass up the middle, and he is met by Turner Horth and able to break a tackle. He could go the distance. Let's see, he's going to be brought down inside the 10-yard line. They're going to mark him at the 5. Touchdown saving tackle there by number 3, Lincoln McPhillips.
Hey, that gives testament to just how talented Mr. Scott is. He got out of tackle of Turner Horth, and that doesn't happen a whole lot. Mike, one of the things that's so much fun at homecoming is seeing the alumni come back. I had a chance at halftime to talk with Allie Rosner, Cole Schmidt, and Brian Santiago, 3 kids that graduated last year that just gave so much to our school.
1st and 10 now. Pitch to the left-hand side. That's Scott driving in, getting close to the goal line. Going to be stopped short. Yeah, they had a tremendous year last year. Those 3 seniors, three of the main reasons that Hartington Newcastle brought home the NSAA Cup as a leading school in Class C last year?
Class C
last year. Right. Second and goal from about the 2-yard line. Quarterback keeper up the middle. Line surge. No call yet. And it's going to be 3rd down.
I think it goes without saying that with just under 11 minutes left in a 2-score game right now, this series is huge.
Ball is placed on about the 2-yard line. Wildcat defense has to rise to the occasion. It's 3rd down now. Cardinals smelling blood. Quarterback keeper up the middle. I'm not sure he made any yardage.
To him.
It is 4th down. Gain of about half a yard. Wildcats are burrowing in there. Dylan Denner comes back on the field.
We had those big plays made by Randolph right at the end of the first half where they scored, got the 2-point conversion. This is a similar type situation.
This will be huge if the Wildcats can stop them. Quarterback underneath center. Back to pass. Pitch to the left-hand side. Did he get in? And he did. Touchdown, Randolph Cardinals. That was Scott again on the left-hand side.
Yeah, they ran the option left again, and it's been a nice play for Randolph all night long, and credit their coaching staff with calling that on a 4th and really under a yard down at the goal line.
So they extend the lead to 26-7 at the moment, and they'll go for 2. Underneath center, Snore, and pass out to Scott, and he didn't see it. It was behind him. So pass fails, and our score is 26-7 with 9:51 remaining in our contest.
Contact Dave at Fellmeyer Electric for all your plumbing and electrical needs. 402-254-2434.
The Hartington Economic Development Corporation has lots for sale in the Hartington Industrial Park. Both undeveloped lots and developed lots with infrastructure including water, sewer, electrical, and 100 meg per second fiber optic internet is available. Call 402-254-6357 for more information. Plus, watch for information regarding the upcoming 45th anniversary celebration of the Economic Development Corporation on Friday, November 16th in conjunction with Candlelight Christmas. This message is courtesy of Hartelco. And you heard that message there. Big celebration coming up on Friday, November 16th. So Hartington Economic Development Corporation will celebrate 45 years in conjunction with Candlelight Christmas celebration. So lots of stuff coming up just around the corner here, about a month and a half away here in October. Randolph set to kick off after that score. They lead by 26-7, and ball goes into the end zone where it's fielded, but it is a touchback, and it will be Wildcat ball. 1st and 10 on the 15-yard line. So now you're down 26-7. I think if you're Wildcats, you probably have to open it up a little bit more. Thing is, you're back on your own 15-yard line. You've got to take some chances to get back in the game.
All right, the one thing the Wildcats do, they kind of operate at a bit of a quick pace anyway, and they do have, even out of the running game, some quick strike capabilities with Heitman, Korth, McPhillips in the passing game. Cook, and here we go.
Cook on the right-hand side, able to cut it back. Oh, and he is brought down. Number 24, that's Justin Hazelhorst. And if not that, he was going to get another 10, 15 yards and could have taken it all away.
Like I said, even out of the running game with Cook, Heitman, Korth, they can go the distance. McPhillips.
1st and 10 now, up on their own 34-yard line. Handoff again.
Number 8, Cody Heitman, ball carrier.
Heitman close to a first down. It's going to be just short. We're going to call it 2nd and a half a yard.
You see him operating just a little quicker now.
37-yard line.
Really doing just 30 seconds. They've traveled about 24 yards already, 29 yards.
And handoff to Cook. He gets the first down. Down to about the 33-yard line. They will move the chains.
Making the stop, number 20.
The Wildcats are definitely going to need points out of this possession, though.
Gain of 3 on the play. 1st and 10 Wildcats at the 33-yard line.
Receivers out left and right. 2 backs in the backfield. Back to pass is Morton, and looks, no one there. Decides to tuck it down. There's a flag in the backfield. He's going to be brought down for a loss. It could be holding. Let's see what the call
they threw
is.
it right in that holding area.
And it is.
Be interested to see if Randolph takes this or not, because they lost about 4 or 5 yards on the play.
We'll take a timeout while they decide it.
Kaiser Ag and Irrigation is your local Zematic dealer. Call us today for all your pivot servicing, parts, and purchasing at 402-254-9557.
Christensen Well and Irrigation is your professional in the water well industry with over 40 years of experience and knowledge. Christensen Well is also a TL irrigation systems dealer and can service and repair all kinds of pivots. Call Christensen Well and Irrigation today at 402-254-6809.
And Cook on the carry there during our timeout. Nice gain on the play. It was 1st and 22 for the Wildcats. And he made most of the penalty back. We're going to call it 2nd and 11.
Really did. And they had hard. They didn't get him on the ground on that carry. He's a very determined young man right now. Again, with Shea Morton's now in at quarterback.
Hand off to Cook. Gain of about 3 on the play.
One thing I want to come back to now, we've got a 3rd and long, is again that wheel route out of the backfield. That earlier they threw it downfield, didn't get the completion, but the wheel route, the running back coming out of the backfield was wide open. We'll see if they come back to that now.
Receivers out left and right. Course to the right. Phillips to the left. Back to pass and brought down. And wide open was that play.
Yeah, that
just did not have time to set it up.
That's a defensive back's best friend is a pass rush. But like I said, he had the running back wide open down the left sideline again. Just didn't have, like you said, just didn't have time to throw it.
So turnover on downs will be Randolph ball right at midfield. 7:55 remaining on our contest. 26-7. We'll be right back after this. For over 30 years, Hartington Tree is your one-source tree service and tree health care provider, servicing Northeast Nebraska and beyond. We are committed to tree preservation, offering expert tree pruning services, comprehensive plant health care programs, and are specialists at hazardous tree removal utilizing the latest and best equipment. Contact us today for an estimate.
The Dirt Man, Bob Hymas of Hartington, offers excavating, trenching, dozer, and skid loader work. As a licensed electrician, he can also help with all of your demolition and site prep when cleaning off any site. The Dirt Man of Hartington has rig, will dig. Good luck to all teams.
And after that timeout, actually I did misspeak on that one. It is 4th down for the Wildcats. It was not a turnover down. That was just 3rd down action. So Wildcats have it 4th down, and we'll call it 17 to go. They have to get to about the 23-yard line of the Cardinals. Morton back to pass, screen pass, and ball falls incomplete. And now it will be a turnover on downs. The Cardinals will take over at midfield.
Yeah, the Wildcats tried to run a screen pass there, and they just weren't able to quite execute it. It was a good call. It looked like it was there.
So after Wildcats started out having a nice drive, things kind of just backfired a little bit on them, and now Randolph takes over right at midfield with 7:51 remaining in our contest, 26-7. Schnorr, left-hand side, quarterback keeper, he's got some blockers, and he gets the first down. And he stays in bounds.
Yeah, I know.
Smart play.
Said it a couple of times. Yeah, you're exactly right, Mike. Smart play. You stay in bounds. He has just been so impressive tonight. His command of this offense, what Coach Leach wants him to do.
So ball's going to be marked at the 28-yard line.
And the Cardinals will be in no hurry to snap the ball, trying to run as much clock as they can between plays. Wildcats, it'd be nice if they could get that ball yanked out of there. Again, like we talked about earlier, there hasn't been a turnover tonight.
And off up the middle of Schmidt. Again, about 3 or 4 on the play. Bring up second, and we'll call it 7. Austin Burcham comes in.
One thing you've got to figure, the Wildcats shouldn't have to play the pass right now. You don't think the Cardinals will go up top with it. They could. But right now the clock is definitely on the side of the Randolph Cardinals.
High formation. Pitch to Scott on the left-hand side. A nice defense that time. Clock still runs. Scott could have tried to get more yards, but he would have ended up going out of bounds. And
right.
You know what the coaches told him? They said, stay in bounds, keep the clock running. So it's going to be 3rd down and 7. Make it 3rd and 6 for the Cardinals. You have to get to about the 17-yard line or so of the Wildcats. High formation. Schnorr, quarterback keeper, right-hand side. He's got nice yardage.
He's got the first down.
Gets the first down, stays in bounds.
One thing, Ethan Cook bit inside a little bit there after Noah Scott, and that allowed Schnorr to get along the outside there.
So Randolph is on the march.
And again, that's the clock, like you said, continues to run. It's on the side of the Randolph Cardinals right now. Wildcats do have 2 timeouts left.
Ball placed about the 13-yard line. Nora hands it off. Again, that's Scott. Brought down after a gain of 2.
Noah Scott and Alex Schmidt from Randolph have gotten to know Turner Korth and Ethan Cook, Kobe Heitman, really well tonight. A lot of collisions. Again, the clock's about ready to go under 5 minutes left in the game. Wildcats have 2 timeouts left.
Handoff up the middle of Schmidt. Head at the line of scrimmage. Gain a couple yards.
Yeah, tremendous play there by, I believe it was Turner Korth. That looked like a good play. If Korth doesn't make the tackle, Schmidt might be in the end zone.
2-yard gain on the play, brings up 3rd down and 6. Timeout, Hartington, Newcastle.
Timeout is called, and we'll be back with you in just a moment.
Grosenberg Implement sells all of the right, new, and used equipment, parts, and can service all of your growing needs in 6 great locations: Hartington, Bloomfield, and Wayne, Nebraska, and Winter, Pierre, and Phillips, South Dakota.
Stop down or call Floral Designs to let your favorite student or athlete know that you're thinking of them on game day with a delivery to school. Your local small-town florist provides the surrounding areas with custom design work, fresh flowers, balloons, candy, gifts, home decor, and more. Floral Designs, located on Broadway Avenue in Hartington. Surprise your loved ones with something special today. Call 402-254-3943.
After the timeout, we are back. Here's 3rd and 6 on the 9-yard line for the Cardinals. Quarterback keeper Schnorr on the left-hand side. He's got some blockers out front. And he walks into the end zone. So Schnorr from 9 yards out extends the score to 32-7. And Randolph is on a roll this evening. And they will go for 2. Like you said, Cam, before the game started, they usually don't kick the extra point. They just go for 2. And Schnorr is back to pass, going to pass in the end zone, and ball is either picked off or incomplete. Either way, 2-point conversion fails, and our score is 32-7. Cardinals over the Wildcats, 4:38 remaining in our contest.
When it comes to all of your tax planning, tax preparation, bookkeeping, and payroll needs, Milber S. Seiler Bookkeeping and Tax Service has been the place to go. They've been providing high-quality, professional tax and bookkeeping services to the surrounding area for over 30 years. In addition to these services, Milber S. Seiler also offers an array of financial services. Stop in today at 106 West Main in Hartington to see what Milber S. Seiler has to offer.
Call Northeast Pipe and Panel, a local company for all your fencing needs. They make 4, 5, 6, and 7 bar by 20-foot continuous fence panels and 10-foot and 12-foot portable corral panels. The pipe and panels are all American made right here in Hartington. Call Rob or Pam Howell at 402-254-9585 or 877-207-1048. Our shop is located in the Hartington Industrial Park.
Kickoff by Backus of Randolph goes into the end zone where will be a touchback. And Wildcat ball on the 15-yard line, 4:38 to go. They trail by a score of 32-6. So it looks as though Wildcats will fall to 3-1 on the year, while Randolph will maintain their perfect season so far. Looks like they're going to move to 4-0.
Yeah, you've seen, strange things happen. Being down 4 scores right now, it's just over 4.5 minutes. It's going to be tough.
Hand off there to Heitman. No gain on the play.
At least to this point, I think one of the things Randolph's done so well is they haven't let Lincoln McPhillips get loose a whole lot. And he's had several receptions, but mostly been of the short variety.
Back to pass is Korth, and it is to McPhillips, and he is brought out of bounds, short of the first down by about a yard or 2. We'll bring up 3rd down and 2. Or a long one.
3rd down and 2 at 23-yard line.
Wildcats have only 1 timeout left. We've gone under the 4-minute mark now. Job 1 is to get the first down here.
Exactly. And it looks like he did. Korth on the keeper, scrambled around, able to get the first down. Now, you don't want to take shots down the field on 3rd down in your own territory, but again, you're down by 25 points.
Right, they're going to have to push the issue now. Again, I've been very, very impressed with Randolph tonight. They've been very solid in all phases of the game.
And tackled, or gets the pass off as he is tackled. That was Korth. Not able to get a good pass off. Well, thank all our sponsors tonight, including Central Valley Ag. Brought them on board tonight since they have locations in both Randolph and Hartington. Thank them for joining us. Second and 10 on the keeper's court. And he's got an opening down to the 20-yard line. Going to mark him out at about the 21. So, of course, got some good speed, and Randolph was able to keep up with them and push them out of bounds. So, nice gain on the play. 3:14 remaining in our contest. First and 10 from the 22. Receivers left and right. Worth back to pass. And he was going to keep the ball, but penetration there by the Randolph defense. There's no place for him to go. Be a loss on the play.
And again, gone under the 3-minute mark now. 32-7. Randolph leads. Wildcats have one timeout left.
Of course, calls for the ball. Quick pass to Morton, and ball falls incomplete, and he was covered. I'll remind everybody, next week, the Wildcats will travel to Allen to take on the Eagles, and that's going to be a special game when be a matchup of the two Ulrich head coaches.
Yeah, it really will be. And like Coach Ulrich talked about in his interview prior to the game, he played for his father, quarterback for his father.
Coached with his father a little bit. Mm-hmm. They know their tendencies. They should. Fumble on the play, and Randolph recovers the ball with 2:32 remaining in our contest. Noah Scott comes up with it at about the 30-yard line. And
that's going to pretty well do it.
Close the door on the Wildcats for this evening. We do have to pick a player of the game. If I had to pick one right now, a little bit early, but with Randolph with possession, I would have to go with number 8, Kobe Heitman. He has provided a spark. He's had some good runs there on that motion play, left and right. I think I would give him player of the game.
I think that's a great selection because he really did. He played really well offensively, defensively all night. And
formation, Scott off the right-hand side. Knocked down about the 36-yard line, stays in bounds, so clock will run.
Also, though, if I'm not mistaken, I don't know if it was, I think it was a year ago last summer, I think Coach Corey Ulrich went down and worked with his dad, showing him a little bit of some of the spread offense tendencies. So they've shared some things. It will be a fun night for the Ulrichs.
Yeah.
And it'll be a tough night and a fun night all in one.
You bet.
It's not...
And at the end, when it's over, it's over. They'll still be father and son, obviously.
Right. And I know those two are very close, and they share a lot of football knowledge.
Yep. Hey, we want to remind you, next Friday night, right here at Russ Hookstein Field, Norfolk Catholic Knights come into town. They'll be taking on the Cedar Catholic Trojans. We do not have a score update since the third quarter. It was 14-6. See if we can't get you one before the end of the game, but nevertheless, it should be a good matchup next week, Friday, here from the Hartington Community Complex. Schmidt with the first down past midfield.
And that's going to do it.
1:12 remaining in our contest. I want to thank all our sponsors for bringing you tonight's game.
And yeah, Mike, I think we concurred tonight on the player of the game being Kobe Heitman. I think he's very deserving.
He's a 170-pound sophomore for the Wildcats, so 2.5 seasons remaining.
Yeah, that's probably the best thing. We still got him for 2.5 years.
Yeah.
Again, really want to congratulate Randolph. Again, they look like a very complete team, and nice set of backs with Alex Schmidt and Noah Scott. But again, the quarterbacking of Carter Schnorr, I thought was really outstanding tonight. And they've got some nice ends too. You talked about Backus. They've done a nice job up front. on. So best of luck to the Randolph Cardinals moving forward. The Wildcats, it's saddled with their first loss of the year, but they won't have any trouble, getting their attention for the Allen game, and then why not after that? A lot of season left.
That's right. So our final score here from Russ Hookstein Field is 32 for the Randolph Cardinals, 7 for the Hartington Wildcats. To recap our scoring, Scott from Randolph started the contest scoring with 3:30 remaining in the first quarter. Pass was no good. That put the Cardinals up 6-0. Schnorr then scored on a pass from Schmidt. Schmidt scored a pass from Schnorr for 22 yards out. Run was no good. In the second quarter with 11:48, made it 12-0. Ethan Cook for the Wildcats then scored from 22 yards out with 7:04 remaining in the first half. Heitman kick was good, and the score was 12-7. We thought that would be the end of our scoring in the first half, but no, Randolph gets on the board as time expires in the first half. Schnorr passes to Schmidt 11 yards, and Schnorr also scores on the 2-yard point after attempt, 3-yard point after attempt, make it 20-7 at halftime. No scoring in the third quarter. Then in the fourth quarter, Scott scores from 1 yard out, make it 26-7 at the 9:51 mark, and then with 4:38 remaining, Schnorr scores off the left-hand side on a 9-yard running and pass was no good, making our final score again 32-7 Randolph over the Hartington Wildcats. Again next week, the Wildcats go down to Allen, play the Eagles, and Norfolk Catholic Knights come up here to play the Trojans. Any final thoughts for tonight, Ken?
No, just like I said, the Wildcats challenge now will be to, again, regroup. A lot of football ahead of them. They lost to a really good team tonight, but if nobody feels sorry for you in this game, they've got to regroup because Allen's going to be a nice team. Why not after that? But it was a game tonight that was really. I don't know. I'm not sure the last time I've seen a game that was really. There's a few penalties, but it was clean in terms of. I think we had the one turnover towards the end. Both teams had some scoring opportunities. They didn't quite cash in on, but it was a tough night for the Wildcats. But again, a lot of credit goes to Randolph. And Mike, before we sign off again, I'd like to thank Coach Lee Hazelhorst for coming in, joining us at halftime, and. Best of luck to Randolph, and we'll see where it goes from here. Like you said, you got the Norfolk Catholic Knights, and they've got a couple. They've got a Nebraska
two or three Division I recruits.
Yeah, one young man committed to South Dakota State, and the running back Couts is going to be going somewhere.
Undefeated in track and 100 his first 3 years. So again, the final here from Russ Hookstein Field is Randolph Cardinals 32, Hartington Newcastle Wildcats 7. And for Kane Kneifel, this is Mike Becker along with Bill McGregor and Corey Pearson. Thanks for joining us. Good night.